This is episode 19 of We Wrasslin Ep19 versus the WWE. A Swan defeats a Moose. Raw recap. The Wednesday Night Wars. Adam Cole and Finn Balor. We
Swirling mass.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Turn my mic up. Turn our mother loving mic up.
No. 20 feet over Tim to anybody that's coming in ring.
Hunger Games up in my head. Gotta get the dough, babies need.
And gotta go in bed.
Virgil. All right.
Nah, you ain't doing me like that. You ain't doing me.
For my black queen, Sasha.
And Goldust. All right.
Yo, you are foul, bro. You are
Jeff Hardy in number 5.
Number 5.
Goldust. All right, Goldust. All right, Ty. All right.
With that, niggas give me props every day. What I'ma do with that?
Eddie Guerrero going in Wrestling God. Yeah, just gonna have to be there. That's just have to be there. That's just how it works. No, you whoa.
Keep the job. I ain't giving donkeys today. That's the seed of God plotting on my
So my hot take and my hot trash of the week.
Whatever. I'm giving it a horn swallow.
I give it a Spirit Squad because
You get a goddamn Spirit Squad. You nasty, filthy top 5.
Peers who, as it appears, ain't on my tier. Being hated by cats.
Oh no. Oh, this
God damn it. Your photo 40%. Yo, Montez, I think you could be on.
Yeah, I was about to say this. Hold on, yo. You lucky you lucky WWE got copyright, love. Boy, I would play the Street Profit.
What channel is that? What channel does that cover?
That's the next question. That's
Pull up a chair, and we ain't talking careers.
Hey, it goes right over my face too perfectly. That is funny, buddy.
He had a good one with Rhino.
Stop. That day. What was home the weak version of Ray Phoenix?
Who's your host party?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
You. What's good with y'all, man?
What it did to do. In the wise words of my mans, what it did to do. We in this bitch today.
Don't tell me, Frost, your audio ain't working all of a sudden, bro. You better not. Nah, bro, get out of here. You're not doing that right now, man. My Wi-Fi connection made a special appearance on Frost's We Wrasslin. Took him out the game, disqualification.
Oh, word? Damn, I was just looking. I was trying to fix my light. I didn't even see. Hold on. There we go. Should be a little better.
Let's see if I see this link so I can hit the shizzer.
Hungry. Nigga hungry.
Why can't I share? What the? Let me click on it and see if that does something like this, man. That's some bullshit.
Cooking nigga cheese and some cornbread. No nigga hungry.
All right, there we go. There we go. Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up and kick Dre internet out. It's actually my internet this time. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 19 of Oh We Wrasslin. Is the audio good? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir.
Jeez Louise, what was that about?
We in this bitch. Go.
Oh We Wrasslin 19. How y'all doing, sir? How was wrestling for y'all?
Man, you already know me, man. The meat and potatoes for me was NXT this weekend and the ending of AEW. That's all I knew of. That's all I thought of. I mean, Raw was cool. Just, you know what I'm saying, more plot points to get towards Mania and Fastlane. But like I said, the talk of the week or weekend was NXT and AEW, as it usually is.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that. But for right now, we're going to start with old school chatter. And it is Happy Austin Day. It is 3/16. And it's time to give Stone Cold Steve Austin his flowers.
I don't drink beer.
What's one of your favorite moments? I don't drink beer.
I don't drink beer.
What's one of your favorite moments?
Here for him.
Here you go.
Shit, favorite moment. I
really
mean,
beer.
I probably have to say like a personal favorite, other than like the most notable ones. I'll probably say just those early bits of the feud of him and The Rock when it was over the IC title, and he threw his title in the river and shit. And you just see
fire
on
turn
like,
your mic up. Fire,
you know
fire.
It was just the beginning to see like the two end the spectrums of characters that you have on WWE at the time. You know what I'm saying? The business guy, the cool, calm, and collected, or whatever you will say, of The Rock, and just the ever being rampant, you know what I'm saying, person that he is. That was Stone Cold. The unpredictability of him was one of those moments that opened the door for me, where he actually threw a fucking title in the river. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy to me. I mean, he had so many, but that was one of my like early favorite joints, bro. But the look on Rock's face was priceless, yo.
Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely the beer truck, man.
Oh,
when he sprayed Austin in The Rock, that was fire, yo. Definitely unforgettable moment. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't have the Kurt Angle milk truck.
Oh, facts. Him going off Austin was so smart. Go ahead, Dre. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Okay. For me, like, yeah, there's so many Stone Cold moments, and that's what kind of like makes Stone Cold like that dude, like from coming in and beating up the whole roster and everything. But like one notable one that I liked was like Taz was like on color commentary for like so long at this point. He like made that transition, and then Stone Cold like cut a promo on him, and then it like brought out that old Taz, and he thought Taz was about to snap on him. Like that was a dope moment for me for Stone Cold. Just like showing like another side of him.
as
just.
I was just about to say, as bad as like the Alliance angle was, because it should have been better. We can all agree with that. But as bad it was, Austin made that so much better, yo. Me personally, I kind of enjoyed that Austin a lot. Him and Angle, that chemistry was fire, yo.
Yeah, it was very underrated. Cause like I said, they were literally polar opposites of each other. As I said with The Rock, but with Kurt, it was literally like the goody two shoe versus with the rattlesnake. You know what I'm saying?
The milk versus the beer drinker.
Exactly. But one thing I will say, and I got to give Kurt his credit, he made Austin step up his comedic timing more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When it was in there playing them guitars with Vince.
Around with Vince, I was about to bring it with the little cowboy hat.
No, you can't say that because you gotta do love. Mick Foley.
Nah, bro. Austin wasn't following him like that, though. They weren't in programs like that together. this is where you see
Comedy?
like, Austin really was trying to like he was following Kurt, like you know what I'm saying. He was had to follow Kurt.
He was actually funny too.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
was actually funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not saying that he was, you know what I'm saying, he was,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, any of that. It just,
Some
that wasn't his
comedic
repertoire.
aspect
Like,
was
he
being
was
comedic.
funny. Yeah, he had his funny to him, but this version of funny where he was kind of being a heel to an extent, where it was just like annoying funny, you know what I'm saying? It was different for Austin because that's what Kurt has been since he got in there, was annoying funny. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So Austin coming there is trying to get the best, you know what I'm saying, admiration and all that such from Vince. You know what I'm saying? It started to annoy Vince. You remember? Like it was to the point where it was like, yo, you wilding. You know what I'm saying? I need the old Austin back. Remember? It brought
right.
Austin back. You doing too much. You know what I'm saying? That was such a dope, that was a dope little snip right there. And that was all in like 2000, 2001, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll know we're gonna keep it Austin, but just to like keep my fans. The next episode we will definitely give in Kurt Angle his flowers. I can't wait for that one.
Man, one of my favorite. Like now that I look, it wasn't my favorite, but it's my favorite heel moment from Stone Cold. Outside of those promos with Bret Hart, where he was just ripping on him for wearing pink and everything, but like there was a Royal Rumble, and I can't remember which one, but at this time, I just recall being the biggest Bret Hart fan at that time, you know. And Bret Hart eliminated Stone Cold from the Rumble, and then like there was like a couple people left, and however it went, Bret Hart really won the Rumble, but Stone Cold snuck back in the ring and eliminated him, bro. I was so mad when that happened, bro. I was like, bro, I hated Stone Cold.
That's a GOAT moment right there.
Yeah, I could not stand Stone Cold after that, bro. Like,
we talked about moments. Let's get into the matches. What's your favorite Stone Cold matches? Let's go. The matches.
I'll probably say my favorite. I probably gotta say him and Bret. That was like to this day his best match. Now story wise, he got all that entwined too. Like I'll say story wise, you probably say WrestleMania 17, but
yep.
And versus Bret, what was that? SummerSlam or Survivor Series, whatever one it was. But beautiful match.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue. And I'm not a Bret Hart fan.
You talking about going Spaces all bloody, right?
Yeah, the double turn. Yeah,
that's a WrestleMania.
That was Mania.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought that was SummerSlam. Anyways, still though, that match, beautiful story. Like just to see how that went on for their next couple years off that match alone, crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Bro, that's really one of the greatest matches ever, bro. You really had one person who, like, before that match was like the top babyface outside of Shawn Michaels, and like, but on that level, you know what I'm saying? Like, the one person could be like his peer, you know, and then you got like this heel on the
upcoming renegade.
And at the end of the match, like, it's just a total transfer. Like, he up here and he, it
wasn't even that. It was just like, all right, we know who you are, but who the fuck is that dude? You know what I'm saying?
As a Bret Hart fan, I was
especially at that time,
times, bro, because I was riding with Bret. Like, I was a Hart Foundation, even though he was here, I was still rocking with him. Like, forget it, you know. But like over time, Stone Cold started to like win me over. I think it was really around the Mania that you said when his face started bleeding and he didn't give up, that you start to like him, but I was still more a Bret Hart guy. But he had that moment with Mike Tyson, bro. Man, that did it.
Stone Cold had a lot of moments.
Man.
Yeah,
that Mike Tyson, bro. I remember watching that. We're at my friend's house.
It felt. I know we talk about matches. Bro. We skipped over one of the most famous Stone Cold Steve Austin moments ever. And matter of fact, we can talk about Austin rivalries and we can involve it with moments. We'll get into Austin rivalries. And one of my favorite is Stone Cold Steve Austin and Booker T. The grocery store beatdown.
I thought he was gonna say something else, but that was fire.
The grocery store beatdown is one of the most epic and classic Stone Cold moments.
when he came out the
Man,
freezer
that was
drinking
so
the milk.
bruh. Stone Cold had
Nah,
some
he
lines to that.
shoot all the work that WCW tried to do to make Booker T a star. Austin made Booker T a star in that one segment.
In that one segment, bro. But Booker
Like,
T was low key getting pushed. Like he went from coming into WWE and messing with The Rock to later on. First big rivalry was with Austin.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, they
That's
did
what I'm
Booker
saying.
T right.
Austin made him
They
like
did
he
Booker
made
T
him in
right for
WWE.
Triple H. But I digress. Okay.
Well, yeah, brought back, but still, in all that through all that time, like Book was looked at as the little nigga, but the fact that he sold it so well that you couldn't deny Book. But still, though, I gotta give him credit for that. Like you said, he helped. I know Booker will give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? That like really
And
jumped.
talking about Triple H.
Man, hold up. Talk about
Stone
rivalry.
Cold
You said
and
Booker
Triple H
T.
rivalry.
I thought you was gonna say Vince McMahon, bruh. Yeah,
What do you mean? We just got it. We just got in the rivalries, yo. I was saving that for last. That's the best rivalry of them all.
Man, not because
of them all.
Moments. We went from moments, and there's so many moments we didn't mention with Vince. You know. So when you said,
St. Valentine's Day Massacre,
I was like,
St.
I feel like
Massacre.
the whole rivalry was a moment when you talk about that, though. To me, I feel like every time.
You got it was me, Austin. It was me all along. You got that in there.
Yeah, like it's too many. Like you want to go in moments. You just have to say Vincent Austin. Period is a moment. How it started is a moment. The Royal Rumble is a moment. Like I ain't go into it because literally their rivalry is a moment. The whole like the boss meet the workhorse. That's a moment. Like that was
as much as I want to give it Bret Hart the credit for like giving Stone Cold like making that Stone Cold, you know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways he did, but man, that feud with Vince McMahon was really like the.
I'm not a big. Everybody don't know the biggest fan of Bret, but yes, Bret brought like attention to him in a way. Vince just made you open your eyes. Like this is the star.
But
this
you know
is
what?
the star.
Even in that sense, though, now that I think about it, even in that sense, it was Bret, because look at it like this: until Bret beat up Vince McMahon,
oh my god,
and really
bro.
put his business out there because he wasn't getting his way, people weren't really looking at Vince like, "Yo, you're the owner and everything." So when the bad business went down, Vince
it wasn't Bret. No.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't Bret who made him a star. Stop it, yo. Stop it, yo. Yeah, you almost damn near banned the type of RVD and Bret Hart conversations.
Go.
Yeah.
So go.
Tomorrow be RVD. The day after it'll be Bret.
I'm talking the GOAT Bret.
I mean, like I said, tomorrow. I said tomorrow. Today is Bret Hart Day.
I think personally it's just his character was perfect for the time. So when you had that type of attitude that he was bringing towards his boss, when you're in the counterculture era where most people hate their bosses, you know what I'm saying? It's like I would say counterculture. Some people I'll just label it the MTV era. You know what I'm saying? Regular ass motherfuckers going to cubicle jobs that they hate, having to smile in front of the face of the boss that they do not like and want to just punch that motherfucker in the face. And Austin was the character that brought that to TV.
I'm reading the comment at the bottom. Yo, true story. True story, Yank. Tell your story, man.
No, that's a true story.
Oh, we wrestling. All right.
That's a true story. Story on baby Jesus. Yo, he's an asshole. Yeah. That's Yank Lane. Go look at his music on all platforms. But Stone Cold, let's talk about his rivalries, bro. Triple H was one of my favorites too. The whole double titles, and Triple H had the Intercontinental. They had the tag team. Austin was the world champion.
Are you talking about their partnership or their rivalry?
I mean, their rivalry. The partnership was. I mean, it's part of the story of the rivalry.
Stone Cold was tag team partners with Shawn Michaels too at one point. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
There was tag
I look at that more so like the John Cena. Just like how they did John Cena, HBK. Like they just put them together.
It led to that match. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I just put it like, you're still our guy. This is our upcoming guy. Let's put them together.
Stone Cold versus Kane the day after he lost the title to Kane in that Hell in the Cell match.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man,
that St. Valentine's. That was St. Valentine's Day, right? No, that was the cage match.
Stone Cold won the title twice on Raw. He beat Kane for the title, and then he beat Undertaker. Or was he already the champion? I want to say Undertaker was the champion. It was like one of the highest rated Raws ever. Like when during the Monday Night Wars when Stone Cold beat the Undertaker for the title in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was during like his Ministry of Darkness time or whatever.
Yeah, it was that like maybe.
Oh, that story! I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was like
that still has something to do with Vince. Still has something to do with Vince.
That's what I said earlier. That was the whole. It was me. It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Yeah, it was me. Yep, it was me, Austin. Yep, you're right.
So if I could just sound out some of my favorite rivalries from him, I gotta say, I mean, obviously Bret Hart, The Rock, though, like that. Like just you had one type of wrestling fan, and then you had another type of wrestling fan, and those two guys really were.
That was Vince money right there, boy. Vince loved that rivalry. That's Vince's favorite rivalry.
Because it was literally perfect. It was literally like, you know what I'm saying, too cool for everything. And a dude who was just mud on his boots, running through the mud in his Wrangler, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Them white people doing shit like that. But it was literally those type of energies combating each other. Those two ideologies smacking each other all throughout 3 hours of a show or months upon end. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit. I mean, obviously Vince, that's up there. The Triple H feud was cool, but real talk, only thing I remember like for them like against each other is when he destroyed the DX Express. Like that's the biggest thing I remember from their rivalry, other than like 2-man power trip. I mean that alone, but that blowing up the DX Express was a big ass moment that they even remember. They recreated the shit in the SmackDown video game. You remember he was able to? They had this.
No, I remember that. That was part of the game.
Yeah, they had the skit where he was able. They blew up.
I remember. Yeah, facts.
That was my shit. But that's how he was saying impactful it was. But that's what's going on to like when they were trying to transition H to be that guy at that time too. So it was like Austin and H were good together, but it's just what we really didn't want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we didn't need it. It's just we really didn't want it. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't amazing. It was a great moment, though.
Yeah, like H was still getting into himself then. He wasn't, I don't know if he wasn't ready for Austin or that moment yet, but I don't know. Austin was eating him alive on promos and all that shit. Like, at least Rock would have some. He can be able to shoot back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's 316. It's 316 really in 2021.
Oh yeah.
The most legendary. That might be the most legendary moment. They almost got him kicked off the USA Network.
Over there,
remember he put out the pistol and shit.
This Murder She Wrote.
He put out the gun.
Yo, Brian Pillman really was a fight. Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
He's
still alive to this day.
I would
love to see a show with him.
That was still a time when wrestling was like semi-real to people. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't out that it was just straight up fake. So when he pulled out a gun, USA they were like, hold up. Hold up. They got Brian Pillman pull out the bigger knife.
A lot of them motherfuckers were still stuck in soap opera modes and shit. So most characters who didn't feel like waiting around for these fucking writers anymore started writing their own shit and bringing it to the table, and they would be like, all right, let's see if it works. And it kind of did with the gun. Like it worked, but it didn't work, but it did. You know what I'm saying? Like we still talking about it to this day, but obviously they would never be able to do something like that again.
Yo, Stone Cold and The Rock. Now that I think about it, what other rivalry do you have that's like a trilogy? Like, you know, in UFC, like there's certain fighters like not John Jones, but DC and Stipe. You know what I'm saying?
Taker and Brock. Taker and Brock is the only one I can
like
think of.
They have like they both won a fight and they got to do that third match type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not many wrestling matches where you could think of like a trilogy because people wrestle each other all the time. You know? But when
that's how I said the only. The only one that really gives you that feel. No, go Kerry. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. You still talking.
You don't really think of like, oh man, you don't recall. You only think of those 3 Mania matches. So it's like, man, it's almost to the point. Did they ever even wrestle outside of Mania type? You know what I'm saying? Like in a one-on-one match.
That's what I'm saying. I know they had to fight for the IC title. Let me check.
But it feels like that. It feels like, man, it feels like a trilogy. Like, all right, we didn't over.
That shows their star power.
Well, that shows them
it's like, man, why don't we
get fresh though?
You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, look, you got protected to like, yo, we only having this match on like this one pay-per-view, like, you know, like a certain series of matches. It just like makes it more, you know. I think that's what killed John Cena and Randy Orton. But at the same time, like, there's so many people leaving or being, you know, past their prime or whatnot, that they kind of had to carry the company for a minute on their back until they rebuilt, you know. But it's like, man, they had so many matches. I can't even think of one. They kind of all just blended together, you know.
I'm not bad.
No, I agree with you. I don't even remember WrestleMania.
I'm trying to think if they had any wrestling matches outside of WrestleMania now. Backlash, 1999 for the championship. What does this look like? This looks like another Monday Night Raw. They have little tag team matches here and there, but Backlash is the first thing I've seen. Mania. Yep. If I find any more, I'll let you know. But that's the only other one I've seen, other than like little tag matches here and there, or like segments on Raw and shit.
And we're giving Stone Cold all his flowers. We got from what Stone Cold Steve Austin got the word "what" over.
And that was all in that one promo that he had with the Alliance. Like, he just came in there and did that shit off the whip. Like, and it was just, that shit got crazy over. Like, he was making niggas look like shit in that ring.
Some of y'all don't remember, but there was a point where this was happening way after Stone Cold was retired. Before the CM Punk chants, it was the what chants.
Yo,
let your promo be bad. Let your promo be bad. What?
There wasn't even yo.
What?
He killed niggas' careers without them even saying a word with that shit, bro. That nigga destroyed. I swear to God, I don't care what nobody said. He destroyed Bill DeMott's career by doing that what shit to him, yo. Niggas ain't know who this nigga was from a can of paint, or if they did, he made Bill DeMott look like a fucking child in that ring. And Bill DeMott will probably eat Austin alive. He made that grown ass man look like a child. You feel me? He was saying it like, what? And he was like, Bill DeMott is saying it like, what's going on? Like, yo, nah. He made that nigga look like a fool, bro. Him, Stasiak. Who else he was up there making look like a fucking fool with that promo, bro?
Yeah, I remember the Stasiak.
He made them look like trash, yo, just by saying what, like, and wanting to see where niggas' temperature was at, for real. Like, he was checking temps and just having, what'd you say, nigga? Like,
right, yo. That's what you talking about with the whole Taz thing. That was around that.
But the thing was, the Dudleys, Bubba, he was saying like, I'm with all of this shit. I'm with it all.
Right,
like,
I'm with all the smoke.
That's why I fuck with Bubba forever, bro. He was with all of that shit.
We not switching our gimmick up for anybody. Nothing. We not gonna be soft now. We not gonna be soft now.
Facts,
You're gonna have to jump us. You're gonna have to jump us.
When Stone Cold came out to save Mick Foley or Mankind in that title match, and he won the world title, bruh. The pop, bruh. If you go back and you just hear Stone Cold's music play and he come out, the pop was so ridiculous, bruh. Like, the volume went from 0 to like 1,000 instantly, dog. It was like one of the craziest pops.
Remember in the what is it?
Those pops were crazy.
One of those tournament matches for the title where Rock won it. Remember, I think he beat Mankind for it, and remember they had cheated him. They cheated Mankind, and that's when Rock had got the title, and corporate Rock and all of that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of like a rehashing of the story where it's like, okay, we about to do Mick Filthy this time again. We're going to walk over him, and then you have that moment of like where you just think everything is lost, and then you hear that glass break, and it's like,
but I know
this nigga can save him. He's going to save him.
Bro, y'all heard the
just to
story
segue off of that though, his entrance music, the glass breaking, bro, like that was so powerful. Like that was so powerful. You talk about the pop of that moment. We play many moments. A simple this man glass breaking, and the crowd is going wild, like wild.
Nah, bro, that's definitely true, man. His theme song, I mean, to this day, is still impact. Anytime you hear glass break, people automatically think of Stone Cold Steve Austin most of the time. You know what I'm saying? That just shows how impactful he was to us as kids, and a lot of people who are adults and parents and such now, bringing this type of influence and showing this type of this guy and everything he did to a whole new generation. Like I seen a dude who I think he worked at a hospital, came into his hospital with the vest, the shirt, the jeans. Black man, he was bald headed and everything, had the title and everything. Bust through the joint and was walking like Austin and everything through the hospital and shit. I was like, let's go, my man, with the shit. But the fact that they bringing this to work, we could talk about Damian Lillard 2 years ago for Halloween. He was Austin. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who knew about Austin wanted to be Austin at some point, whether you were black, white, whatever.
That dude, man. Stone Cold was that dude, bro. Man. I remember being like in the 6th, 7th grade when he's like on his like right after the WrestleMania and the bloody face and those shirts and everything on it. You know what I'm saying? Like those match shirts and different type of memorabilia. But that picture of the bloody face was so iconic. But like Stone Cold like represented like something like when I look back on him like a little deeper than that. I remember one day like I used to always have to walk super far to get to school. You know what I'm saying? And like it'd be nothing. I usually go like a cousin or my best friend who lived over in the same little apartment. You know what I'm saying? We would walk for miles or whatever, you know. But one time I remember, I don't know, maybe my cousin was sick or it just wasn't there. My best friend wasn't there. I have to walk home by myself, and I stayed up super late. So I started walking back home when it was like super dark out. You know what I'm saying? And like as soon as I start to get a little scared or whatever, I swear to God, I just remember just beatboxing like the Stone Cold theme song, and I'm just walking over.
Do you get to walk to make you feel good?
If Stone Cold would have never retired, you probably would have made his new theme song. Bro, I'm telling you, that would have been his theme song going into 2006.
And I was just like, forget it, bro. Like, I'm about to Stone Cold. I channel my Stone Cold, bro. Just dog.
Yo, did you look to your right and shake your head and look to the left and shake?
I was just like, I'm walking like Stone Cold. Like, I ain't scared, but I'm scared inside. Like, bro, I ain't scared. Bro, like,
what would Austin do? Hashtag, what would Austin do?
See, Austin had the walk where it was just like, you knew this dude is coming down to whoop your ass. Like he had a certain, like how Rock had a certain walk to him where it's like straight swag. Austin had a walk where it's just like, this dude looks like he whoops nothing but ass. Like
Austin had the control D'Lo Brown walk.
Yo, for real, for real. Because he had
it was controlled. It was controlled. Yeah, it was controlled.
He had all of that. For real, for real. It's just he was just a crack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was controlled. D-Lo, his neck was broke.
That nigga D-Lo was snapping with this shit, bro. For real. But no, Austin, I mean, it's so many things that he really influenced and just made
Austin
fuck.
Hashtag. Bro, he
really made a lot of shit.
We almost forgot about, bro, when Austin had that little feud with the Nation of Domination and Farouk, and he's like, it ain't a black thing, it ain't a white thing, it's a me kicking your hate thing. I was like,
that's a bar. That's a bar.
Like,
how could you be mad at him? When you want to root for the Nation of Domination, and then he says something like that, I'd be like, fuck, this nigga is fire.
That was a bar, bro. That was a bar. Bro, that was a bar.
That was like when Finn was cutting all them damn promos. I'm like, all right, these some cool promos. starting to sound a little repetitive, but they cool promos. But when that motherfucker said they stopped manufacturing the cloth that I'm cut from, I was like, hell no, that nigga is that nigga right there.
He got a ghostwriter. He got a ghostwriter.
Who is writing this?
He definitely what Chilla Jones doing. That was used. That's what Chilla Jones was talking about.
I was like,
for top tier.
No, we writing like that. Who? No, they got West Side Gun in the writing room or something. Because what? Finn?
Shout out to Marcus from 901 Decker. I mean,
Finn
sorry.
went from Balor Clubs to everybody. Man,
yeah,
shit.
bro. Like the fact that it was like you have those moments where somebody can just, it's like anything they say, it just works. And Austin was one of those dudes. And I felt only time it changed up is when he tried to change his gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, anytime like the effect of only Austin was his own worst enemy, if anything. That may sound crazy after all the shit we're saying, but anytime they had any type of hiccup or anything in his career, WWE wise, I felt it was on his own moves. You know what I'm saying? If him becoming the great guy he was taking that chance of leaving DiBiase and the Ringmaster and just going out on your own, because any other person will want to be up under the tutelage of DiBiase. That's easy TV time, all of that, whoop-de-whoop. But he understood.
Yo, somebody asked, was it all right? Question, because somebody asked me. This is crazy how this came up, but somebody asked me, what was Austin's first move? Was I wrong saying his first WWF move was the $1 Million Dream move, right? Okay, all right. Yeah, I know my stuff, people, a little bit.
Yeah, but when he beat Jake the Snake and he cut that promo, all that shit was in the back burner after that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That motherfucker was like, yo, if I'm gonna do it right here, right now. And I feel like Austin is literally the embodiment of how you really had to just take the door and rip it off the hinges and walk through that motherfucker. Like, because we know who came from being Hollywood blondes, then the fucked up shit that happened over there at WCW to come over here to not to over here, but the WWE and have basically be somebody's young boy and just to take the chance and try to break out of that as a new superstar, a whole new gimmick, all of that. And it goes to the moon. Like, that's nothing but an inspiration story right there. Like, Austin really. I skipped over the moments of trying to find himself in ECW. Like, it's so much shit that he's been through to get to where he at now that you can never really say that it was the machine. Like, he low-key pushed the machine. You know what I'm saying?
No, he really did. He really did.
To the point where it's like, no.
We're going to get back to Austin. We're about 40 minutes in on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Once again, happy 3/16 day. This is old school chatter. Will be more old school chatter the next episode. Like I said, we will talk about Kurt Angle and underrated superstars. I am definitely amped to talk about underrated superstars because I think some of these people forgot some great people that made TV entertaining. Godfather. Oh my! We wrestling now.
Give him a match to watch before we get into that. That
beautiful.
Please watch Dean Malenko versus Rey Mysterio. Which WCW pay-per-view was it? I wish.
Wasn't that a regular? Wasn't that a regular show?
I think it might be. I'd be wrong. I'm a little hazy on my WCW like places, but
because I ain't gonna lie,
I did watch that match and it was so
instantly
good.
Came to mind. It wasn't a regular show. You sure it wasn't a regular show?
I want to say it was one of their. It was one of their pay-per-views. I'll ask Loso. You know, he WCW savant. But yeah, definitely check that match out. Two dudes who are just wrestling their fucking asses off for real.
Perfect. Man, he preparing y'all for the next episode. Underrated superstars. And look at me still be segue God. Cause talk about mother loving underrated Andrade Cien Almas once out of his WWE contract.
Well, is he
the
out of it?
The last thing I heard is WWE said no.
Yes, I've heard that also.
So my problem is, oh, you lucky my screen blare. I'm not even gonna do it. I'll save it. But my problem is, If you're not gonna use, you know he's a valuable talent. That's why y'all won't release him. That is exactly why y'all won't release him.
Yeah,
because y'all know what he brings to the.
How many times they did this? They did
go
this
to New kill it. Y'all know he can go to AEW. Y'all see what they.
Bro, it's not even the fact that he has to go there.
Exactly.
It's just the fact
that Luke
so
Harper, RP Luke, RP Brody Lee.
You breaking up a little bit, Fraz, but the thing is, though, is the fact that it's not even the destination specifically, is the fact that he has the option to go wherever he feels like it. You know what I'm saying? And that fear that is like, okay, it's like, all right, I got WWE, and if it was just AEW and they weren't as good as everything, you'd be like, all right, so you want to leave here to go there? I don't think you really want to do that, but it's not just there. You got AEW, New Japan,
Personally, I would like him to be in New Japan.
Go back home to CMLL. You got Ring of Honor.
You will be a god in AAA. You will be a god in AAA, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. It's so many places to go. That's the real fear. That is like, it's not one place that they can just control and say, no, that's the wrong place. It's so many other options now that you can't control the narrative of all these places. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's anywhere he gonna go though. Anywhere he gonna go, he gonna get the royal treatment, man. Because dang it, anyone who's like a somebody at WWE is gonna be treated like a king anywhere else. Bro.
But they know
he deserves it.
Most people know
he deserves it.
Before that too, though, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Anywhere he goes,
before he got there.
No, I agree with you, Dre. I'm just saying, out of all people, he deserves it.
That's facts. Already, y'all know he beat Shinsuke Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom, bro.
You feel me? Like
this dude.
Come on, man. You know that's my guy. I know.
Came down to CMLL to come see him. Like it was a.
That's why I said he will kill New Japan.
What was that, like 2017, 16? Like yo, he was one of them. Like, I say me personally, I say Lo Sombra. 2015, 2016.
Yo,
I think that
him coming back with Naito, bro. New Japan,
bro. He was up there. He was up there. Literally, I would say me personally, top 5, maybe top 3 guys in the world. Like he was the best.
Every promotion, low key. That's why I always said Almas was my first person. Almas was the first person I said was my next Eddie Guerrero. And because of his talent, low key, every promotion he's going to, he's leaving a match. I love that Shinsuke match. First of all, that match was fire.
Yeah, that match with Johnny Gargano
NXT. Exactly. Turn Almas mic up. Shout out to you, Johnny, but we talking about Almas right now. That Dave Meltzer did not give WWE a 5-star match until who knows when, until Almas versus Johnny Gargano was 1-on-1 in the ring. When the last time y'all saw a 5-star match from Dave Meltzer? Almas and Johnny Gargano. You ain't gonna thank that man.
Hey, I tried to put it over. People saying fuck Meltzer during that time, so I was like, it was still fuck Meltzer during that time because you know what I'm saying Kenny Omega is 6 stars and all that shit, but. I mean that match was warranted. Like that
match was fire.
That match was like a Philly card, and
the double knees on the outside of the ring. Fire.
The Philly card was like January, February, so that was really early, or if not, like right before or right after. This was right after, I believe. Who the fuck was Wrestle Kingdom that year? Who main evented Wrestle Kingdom that year? I gotta check. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just want to check real quick.
It was Kenny and Okada.
Nah, because they had their second match. That's why I got to see. I think that match was 16, I believe, so it might be that. Let me see. Gargano versus Almas.
I think that was the same. Like you said, that's when Meltzer was going crazy. That's why I think it was Kenny and Okada.
2018. Sorry, it was 2018. It was 2018. Yeah.
So that's why I said Kenny. It has to be Kenny and Okada.
So if that was that, so nah, because they had their third. I mean, I think Kenny had their third by like 2017. So it might have been their fourth one, but I don't know. Let me see. Wrestle Kingdom. Shit, this game.
Let Almas go, please. Just let him go. If you're not gonna book him, let him go.
I mean, they're gonna do the same thing that they did with him, that they did with Pac. Like they're gonna hold off until they want to think that he actually gonna come back, and once they see that he really does not give a fuck.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of shocked because like we know how certain things go behind backstage with pull and whatnot. Yo, Charlotte don't got no pull.
No,
the woman they put on WrestleMania every year.
You can't say, hey, all right, you can't say no.
The female Roman Reigns. Charlotte don't got, and Charlotte, you know I defend you, Charlotte, but let's be real. The female Roman Reigns can't give Almas a pull.
Apparently not, bro. All them Instagram posts ain't doing shit.
WrestleMania just saying, all right.
IG post is crazy.
Like, yo, I'm Charlotte. I get a title match at WrestleMania. That's her storyline, bro. They put zero effort into her storyline. Like, yo, just go out there, see Charlotte Flair, and you fight for the title, and then we good. She's like, I got you.
I'm Segway like, King. I'm Segway King.
Oh, sorry, guys. Not to cut you off. But the same match that was that same year as Gargano and Almas was Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho.
Oh, that makes sense. Yup, before going into
that's
AEW.
why it was like, oh, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho. Nah, my match of the year. And then that happened. Almost in
Yup. The Alpha versus Omega. That's what it was called. It
was another card. That was another match that had me fucked up.
You had Omega versus Jericho for match of the year until Gargano versus. That wasn't even the best match on that Wrestle Kingdom, bro.
Bro, that's your opinion, sir. Thank you.
That's my opinion. It was like the third. It was tied for third, bro. That and the Cody and Kota Ibushi match were tied. The two matches better than it was that Fatal 4-Way with Marty Scurll, Takahashi, Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I got you on that. I was just that's 4 minds versus 2.
Yeah, they was wild.
4 brains put a match together versus 2. If two can make a.
I thought Naito versus Okada. I thought Naito versus Okada was better match than that.
I ain't gonna. I probably do got Jericho because isn't that when Jericho like was dressed as? No, that was when he was dressed as
Joker type.
Jericho was wild.
Well, I ain't gonna. Yeah, that was one of my favorite Jerichos. That little short. I thought it was gonna come in AEW.
Hold on,
it's like a Bray Wyatt. It's like a Bray Wyatt thing. Like
the camera
itself is good, but the match itself is another thing.
Nah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Well, no. We're not doing that. No. Because I'm not gonna lie.
Let me run down the line some of the things, Chris. He fucked up the cameraman, stole his camera, and flipped off everybody.
Fact.
Smacked the referee and put his
storytelling in that.
Remember, this is in the same match. He smacked the referee.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm saying it's a bad match.
Kenny Omega.
The best match on the card.
I'm not even done yet, bro. Like you had the moment where he had the fucking Kenny Omega jump off the fucking pillar and do the double stomp on Chris Jericho on the table, bro. And that's literally skimming the top of it, bro. It's so much shit in that match. Bruh, them niggas wild.
All right, because we about 52 minutes in from talking about great wrestling to I don't know what the fuck wrestling. It's the Raw recap. Raw recap. What is going on the Raw? Yeah, what is going
I could probably give you the quickest synopsis. I watched it for the first time on TV in a while yesterday. Pretty much beginning of it was pretty much Drew McIntyre, MVP, Bobby Lashley trying to pretty much start setting the seeds for their WrestleMania match. We all knew that was going to happen.
We can't just we're not going to skip to Raw because I know there's some people confuses me.
This is how I look at it.
It started off.
But this is how I look at it.
MVP and Bobby Lashley coming out.
You got. What's his name? Lashley at the top, right? Bomb. So formerly you had Drew McIntyre. Knocks down, you switching with Lashley, right? The main feud that they've been building up right under that is Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. They've been building that up for some months now. We all seen that. We've been talking about that. You know what I'm saying? You let them start getting it in. They've been doing their thing. But you forget about the wild card and this shit that spun this whole thing into where we're at now. The Miz. You can't kick him out of the story so quickly, so you got to kind of at least have him try to get the title back or fight for the title again. That's where you get the Drew McIntyre match. You know what I'm saying? And that obviously Drew McIntyre wins that shit. Now it's official tissue. We're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Lashley versus Drew Mac with Cheese at Mania. Now that leaves Miz off to the side to do what the fuck. Now, what is it for him to do? I don't know. He's this Hollywood guy.
I called it 2 episodes ago. I called it 2 episodes ago that he will be fighting Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
I called it.
Yeah,
he will be fighting. Now turn my mic up.
But the thing is, though, I'm not mad at that though. This is what
I am. Like I'm mad at Fastlane. I want to get this out. I'm going to get this out. Fastlane is pointless.
Well,
go ahead.
Let's finish Raw because it ties in because it's like
no, Fastlane has to do it Raw.
That's what I'm saying. It ties in. That's what I'm saying with Miz, with him going into this match with Bad Bunny is not that bad for him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand where Miz is, his type of character, where his role is in WWE. He's the TV ambassador in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So when they look for the guy to market on the TV shows and shit like that, they looking at Miz. You know what I'm saying? The game shows, Miz and Mrs., so on and so forth. So when you bring another person from that Hollywood world, quote unquote, who's the person that will be able to mesh well with him and be able to have, you know what I'm saying, those TV executives, you know what I'm saying, promoting this shit. Because you can have the white family that watches USA after every Monday Night Raw, that watches, you know what I'm saying, Miz and Mrs., and then you have their kids that listen to Bad Bunny and whatever, their sibling, right, all of that stupid shit. But that type of match right there is for those people who watch Miz and Mrs. and Total Divas and all of that shit after Raw goes off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of you. Think of this as a USA Network match. That's the perfect way to think of it as. This is a USA Network match.
But you know what? It looked like for a minute.
Can I get my? Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For a minute, it looked like for a minute that there was a change of plans when they did give the Miz the title.
They changed a lot, bro.
Because they had Angel Garza start a feud with Bad Bunny and nothing materialized out of it.
Not a damn thing.
They scrapped because
they went right back to Miz now. You know what I'm saying?
There has been rumors that Vince took he switched up a lot. And my point is what I was saying, Ari. You're 100% right. My argument is nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm. My argument literally is the Fastlane pay-per-view. That is the dumbest thing right now. It is pointless. This is go back to time. No, they don't. No, they don't. Why do they have that something to do?
Because because
the Peacock deal.
That pushback for Mania really had them like, what the fuck do we do now? Because remember, WWE is traditionalists at the end of the day. They go off the meat and potatoes of what's been working most of the time. You know what I'm saying? If we have Royal Rumble, we got our winners. We're going to have our last little, whoever that winner goes. If it's on SmackDown, we're going to have our finality for the next pay-per-view.
Elimination Chamber.
And then we go on to Mania. And they've been doing that, you know what I'm saying, more than like majority for most of the years. You know what I'm saying?
Time. I agree.
Have a time gap or anything. I think that's where they add in the extra pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? That's just something as they go on. You know what I'm saying? And we know that too. They move as they go at times too. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm asking you some questions. I mean, you can see where I'm getting at. So,
got you.
How many matches is you think on the WrestleMania card? It's 2 days.
2 nights.
How many matches?
Last year they had what, five apiece? 5, 6 apiece?
They did 5 apiece, 5 or 6 apiece. Okay.
I believe so.
Now, with Fastlane, now what rivalries and what stories and what matches are going to happen? What 10 matches do you have? Well, that's going to fill that card.
Fastlane?
More happened on Raw.
All right, that's what I said. The main things on Raw, you you got your WrestleMania.
No, we're gonna get in the whole. I'm getting into the whole Raw thing. I got the whole Raw program. I'm not just skipping it because I'm just throwing in. I have a problem.
The next segment, there, I was like, hold on.
No, it's not the next segment. We still talking about the stuff that's happening on Raw. Like there's stories in the matches they're booking for Fastlane.
Yeah.
So what matches does Raw have for WrestleMania?
Yeah, they're booking 2 pay-per-views at the same time is what Fraz is. I give you
and like how. Yes, and stories. Like y'all already bad at telling stories. y'all are booking 2 pay-per-views. Like, how are you gonna fill up a 2-car? Yo,
see, that's my thing though. That's my thing. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of the stuff, or majority of the bigger stories that will be on Fastlane are going to trickle over into Mania, like Big E versus Apollo. I think something around that we're going to see those 2 on Mania. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that. I agree. I agree.
More so the bigger stories that we're getting on Fastlane will trickle over. Like if we see any type of like Braun and Shane, we probably won't see them on Fastlane. That's something specifically for Mania. We know anytime Shane pop out is for Mania. This is for
I think Shane gonna bring in another superstar or something.
Yeah, this is either people who need that last little ending of this part of the arc to go into the end, or will try to end the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like, all right, we got this extra, like, all right, so Dre, you can fuck with me, right? Say we got the comic, right? We already got the month story set up, right?
Yeah.
But something in there or something happened. One of the writers gets sick, and the story that he's working on now is pretty much the next month is pretty much a blank space for that now, because we don't know where he was going with this shit now. So now we kind of got to go off of what we see here and take that, you know what I'm saying, from all the great minds that we have here, we got to make something up that will still coincide with the story. Or you see what I'm saying? And I think that's what this pushback was. Because now they got to fill in, like the story that we already set up, it was already set. Now we got this extra gap right here where it's like, damn, what the fuck do we do with this extra gap? Like, we got to do something. Like,
put on good TV shows. What the fuck?
Man,
like, what?
They act like the problem, man. They act like they can't just like they act like someone got a gun to their head. Like you got to do a pay-per-view every 2 weeks. You know, like
that's what I'm saying.
Man, that's what. Look at it. Like they're doing a whole pay-per-view, so they have to do this extra show while NXT they already got their matches set for Mania weekend. You know what I'm saying? And they got more time to properly build them.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Building through you have a 3-hour program show. You build your stories. You don't need a pay-per-view.
But that's the thing, though. They don't be knowing.
SmackDown is so perfect. They don't need a pay-per-view.
That's the thing. They don't even know what they're going to do for either the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month at times. So it's like, and this is not me really caping for it, because it's like I'm just seeing what I see, and it's like I see the stupidity, but it's like this is just them. Like, you know, this nigga stupid, so you're just gonna let them continue to do what they do. Like they'll work it out however they work it out. But what I'm saying is just like I see as you talking about, you got to deal with Peacock already, right? Now you pretty much use this as a part to be able to get early money in a sense now, where it's like, y'all want to see what this experience of us being with Peacock now is going to be like, then come over here and fuck with us at Fastlane and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You get half of us, half is at WWE Network, half is on the Peacock Network. So if you, for anything, this is just like an exhibition pay-per-view for people who want to see what the WWE pay-per-view or experience is going to be like on the new network. If I could pull anything from this, for real.
All right. I forgot. I feel you. No, you are right though. We gonna get into this Raw recap because I really do want to get into Wednesday Night War topic. So on Raw, like he said, Drew McIntyre will be challenged Bobby Lashley. There was 2 titles defended on this night of Raw.
Yes, sir.
Ali versus Matt Riddle.
Yo, can I just say that the social media, Twitter was on what they wanted Mustafa Ali to win so bad. Like I didn't even know that it was that real. I ain't know the hate for Matt Riddle was real like that, yo. Like, not to put that on like on Mustafa, that they don't really hate him because it's him, but no, it's like other things. I just seen like once he moved up that people really started not to like Matt Riddle, and I think Matt Riddle's having the time of his life, but they're not liking him.
He really is
right now.
He really is, yo.
And I appreciate it all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate somebody, and we know the stories of WWE. A lot of motherfuckers be depressed in that motherfucker. So you see a motherfucker riding a scooter saying, yay, yay. Hey, man, do you, brother? Live it up.
And you can see, like, he really mean it. that he mean it.
It's a lot of niggas in that catering depressed. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. I was happy to see that match happen in general.
Oh god!
But just to see that the spectrum of love and hate, especially when you got the face and the heel, is like, damn, yo, like maybe they really like. I mean, obviously for me, I would have loved to see Mustafa Ali as a U.S. champion, just like how we see a black man as a U.S. champion. I would love to see Mustafa Ali as the U.S. champion, just to piss them crackers off.
I'm with you.
And he know it will piss him off too. That's why I want him as the champ, because he know it's gonna piss him off.
They actually love him though.
Shout out to my brown people out there, man. The ones that actually fuck with us.
So Matt Riddle won the match. He retained, and he is still your current WWE United States champion.
Hey,
that
good
was
match
only
at that too. Though.
no, a very
real goodie.
I mean, these is two talented individuals. Like,
yeah,
man, they could have been on Fastlane. I would have took that on Fastlane and keep it real.
I'm not mad at that either, though. Like,
I'm gonna be real with you. You want to add something to the Fastlane card? That should have definitely been it.
Like Mustafa, he should really beat, man. I don't know if they're at the. I think they're going to end up breaking up Retribution at Post-Mania. That's where it's looking like right now, with the losses piling up, him cussing them out every week. It seems like they're on the line where he's going to disband them. You know what I'm saying? And
I need Shannon Thorne, man. I need home to take off on Mass. I need,
bro. You know, I tried to hold on to Retribution for so long. I tried to, like, you know what I'm saying, give him every scapegoat, but it's just
you are
like,
a good man. You're a good man.
They're really laying out the carpet to show us it's about that time now. Like,
you're a good man for that one. I give you credit because you really did stand by them. I give you that credit.
WWE, you know, as many. Probably have a dream at one time, like, yo, man, I want to be a WWF superstar, right? Well, like, bruh, when you think about it, just like think of like other jobs you work, and then think about working for WWE for a minute. Outside of the pay, because obviously the pay is going to be great. Man, you work 24/7. It doesn't matter what holiday it is. It don't matter if it's Christmas. Vince got you on that clock 24/7, like 300 days out the year, right? And then if you get injured while giving your body to this company, bro, it's like you get punished for it. Ali, this is why I could see people going outraged for Ali with the Matt Riddle thing. Was like, you a couple years ago was about to be in Kofi Kingston's position until you got injured. You were from the cusp of WrestleMania. You were planned a WrestleMania world title program, bro, that you were gonna win. The only thing that changed was you got injured and then Kofi instead, right?
I want to be segue king on that too, because I wanted to mention that I still believe they should have pulled the trigger at Elimination Chamber for Ali on Kofi Kingston. I think that would have been a way bigger story. And now
you talking about the Edge situation. But I think that's why it was cool that when Kofi came out, he looked back.
And he looked back behind him. No, that was fire. That was fire. I still think they should have. It would have told a story though.
Kobe is really good with those callbacks.
You want to talk about people that think Kofi? I don't know, man. So speaking of, that's what I'm talking about. Segueing King, the second title that was on the line, the Hurt Business versus the New Day for the tag team titles. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have minded the Hurt Business kept the titles.
Oh, yo, but, okay. No,
we still won.
What's your issue with Kofi? What's your issue with Kofi?
I don't have an issue with Kofi. No. I was happy with Kofi in the main. My issue is with WWE with Kofi because it still hurt me. I'm one of those guys where you actually made Kofi a main eventer, like a main eventer. Like the fans was behind him like a main eventer. And then, I mean, we can say what we want about the Brock situation, but I mean, it really brought him. I don't think Kofi's going to be a main eventer again. Put it like that.
Me personally,
I cold-heartedly.
Hold up. I'm reading this comment at the bottom of the screen from Marcus. What would Austin do? And this is off of the Raw recap real quick, but this is something that I hate with current wrestling product. And this is what I kind of base, like, when I am being critical of like an AEW or WWE, it's the segments where you have a heel, or you even have the good guy. They beat you. They say they just, for example, the Young Bucks with Chris Jericho and MJF, when they beat up the father, right? I think of it like a Stone Cold. Like when Stone Cold comes out there after you beat him up or something the last week, he's not gonna get in the ring with you and then stop and then start talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're fighting.
Yeah,
you know, like
I ain't gonna lie.
and
That
then
segment
it doesn't
hurt
matter
me,
what
bro.
they did to you last week, bro. It don't matter what they did to you last week, bro. Like they will just sit there and have a civil conversation before they can fight. Like,
But I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing with these guys specifically. You gotta think the Bucks are good on the mic. They are good on the mic. But you gotta think over the indies and all the times that we've seen them and such, we never really looked at them as guys to talk. We only wanted to see them for action and shit. We only spot all that shit. So I think with stuff like that, they're still trying to show that they can be actual sports entertainers / wrestlers, for example. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why we see those moments where they gotta have those back and forths and such like that, whatever. Because we just came. I mean, obviously, I agree with you. Most people just want to see somebody after that just come out and whoop ass. You know what I'm saying? And I think in the future they'll probably understand that. But
that's not even the Bucks though. That's everybody, bro. That's not just AEW. That's WWE. That was WWE before AEW even.
Can you say it's just the character to an extent? Because can you say it's just the character to an extent? Because we could say that Moxley won't be coming out to try to talk no shit. Remember, he came in and he was just giving out dirty deeds. Remember,
I'm just saying that's the style nowadays. Because
but that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't just Stone Cold who would do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Is it the character at the end of the day? Because most characters now we don't really see too many guys. That's why we look at Moxley like this might be our next because it's like not too many niggas moved like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was trying to be the next HBKs or the next so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? They were
like a era when people were in feuds. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they got beat up or whatever. You didn't have to be Stone Cold to, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody would do it. Stone Cold is just the most.
Even The Rock would come back ready to whip some ass. Nah, you're right.
Stone Cold is the most notable for it because like. He'll have that music play. You just know, all right, it's go time. You know what I'm saying?
Even
like,
H,
he did it all
even
the
H
time,
would do it
you know?
right. Even Denim H, when Denim Triple H used to come out and whoop ass when he was on his babyface shit. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with you totally, Dre. I agree with you totally. We need some.
I do agree, but
that's why I used to talk about mean streaks. It's every wrestler needs a
new day. It's a new day, fellas. Like we have new tag team champions.
There you go.
That's why we are here where we are. And then right after the New Day won the tag team champions.
Well, hold on. Well, I mean, what's y'all
thoughts
about that title change though? Like before we go, what's the thoughts on the late title change going into Mania? What do y'all see happening with the Hurt Business now? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to be on Mania? Because now we're moving on to me. But hold on, but after that, we moved on to AJ and Omos as
right. Before you get
to that,
bro.
No, go ahead.
This is what the funniest part is. Before you get to that, after they lose the match, bro, Cedric Alexander's expression. They have a close up of just Cedric on the screen, and his look is just like. Bruh, now at first I was thinking like, all right, he's just like mad at Shelton Benjamin. But then after I saw what followed, I was like, oh, he mad at that, bruh. Like, man, like it's WrestleMania season, bruh. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already
the New Day didn't have to win, yo. New Day didn't have to win, bro.
But to be honest, though, if they were going to do this, it should have been at Mania. And I was telling Danny this on the post in OTR. This was a very dumb move. If anything, they should have had some type of way to fuck this match up and drag it to Mania.
I agree, yo. I agree, bro.
Because
I'm glad we're on the same page with that. That was stupid.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This feud right here is the only feud that made those Raw titles relevant. This was the only feud.
Bro, they need to add more people to this matchup because, man,
something, but
can't see any way Kofi and Xavier Woods visually, dog. Just
bro,
like, oh boy,
Her Business like filthy though, bro. Like, if they don't have Her Business on Mania, they did them such a disservice to their year. Because for them to come in together and really bring that challenge to New Day, where it was like when they gave New Day the titles, it was just like they gave them because nobody else can challenge them for it, or you know what I'm saying, was either worthy of being a relevant title holder. These dudes came in and brought an actual challenge, made the feud relevant. Cedric the Entertainer and Alexander together, but Cedric Alexander actually making himself a star in this shit, going at Kofi, going at Xavier in them solo matches, bringing Shelton back out of the fucking woodwork, looking like like the star he's always been. Like, for y'all to not have them finally have this fucking blow off match or whatever you want to call it at Mania is a travesty.
On Raw though, like you lose them, like come on, bro. Not to take no, New Day is definitely a great team. They definitely deserve everything. But look at their accolades already. Why not keep building up the Hurt Business? Why not keep making them look like a dominant force? If anything, I would have accepted the Hurt Business versus Amos and AJ, just to give everybody is getting low key getting a better look and a better push. AJ is there. All you need is AJ and everybody. And Shelton is not a rookie. You got two veterans in the game. And you're helping build.
I think the New Day should have got their title win back at Mania. Remember, they took the titles off of them.
No, they want the reason why I said that because they want to push AJ and Amos.
No, and
I'm saying,
I understand that.
If you had to pick a team, I'd rather the Hurt Business because, like I said, is more. It's helping the Hurt Business more than it will be helping New Day.
The Hurt Business, and the New Day, they got great chemistry. That was a real good match, bro. And I don't know if there was like a little bit
because
of, like,
a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know.
Like,
Shelton and Kofi is like this. Shelton and Kofi is like best friends. Like they always talk about that.
All right, well, if that's the case, then that's even better because that's just shows how good they are. Because I was watching that match thinking, dang, do these two not like each other? Because they was strong arming each other, bro.
Yeah,
and the same thing with,
hell yeah.
Xavier, like those two matches, like they going hard on each other. They was wilding, bro. It was a strong style match.
But think about it, that's like Triple H and HBK. They best friends and they matches was brutal as fuck.
Fire, bro.
Hell yeah.
Fire matches.
Hell yeah. They put on so heavily, man. Like I said, I think it's really a slap in the face to the work that they put in over this calendar year that they do not culminate their feud at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Why take the titles off them? Let them have all the titles.
Now this is why it look even worse. It's before a whole pay-per-view. Legit.
That's weak. You doing all
Wait, hold on. Is Fastlane this Sunday?
I believe so.
So that's now that's in my other problem. Are we like is it this Sunday or next week? I know it's coming up, but regardless, first of all, I hope yes, we watch wrestling, but that's my problem. We watch wrestling and we don't know when this pay-per-view is. This is unnecessary. But anyway, the reason now as a fan, please let the pay-per-view be next Sunday. Because it really gonna hurt me if the Hurt Business lost on the Go Home show. Like what? Like what?
Another thing too, and the reason why is like you ain't have shit for AJ to do. All right, I understand that. This is one of your biggest stars on the roster. You gotta have him on Mania. Understandable. You want to start getting him in the crown, what is it fucking called? The fucking I'm about to call this shit the Grand Prix. What is it? Triple Crown title holder, all the Grand Slam type holders, all that. He deserves that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But my thing is, force it. You know what I'm saying? Don't force it. I never once at any time that AJ and Omos has been together looked at them and say, "Yo, I want them to tag together." Not one time.
Why had to be New Day though? I don't.
But bro,
New Day?
Like, what's the crazy thing?
Why are you doing this?
Who would have thought if you were Xavier Woods? Because for the most part, with the New Day, it would the main team would be Kofi and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bruh, especially in these bigger stage matches. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, he's the odd person out. With Big E gone, he finally gets to shine. He's in a WrestleMania match in the same match as AJ Styles, bro. Like that's huge, bro.
But see, the weak thing about this is, and I think it's the same thing that they did with Randy, where it's just pretty much, let's just give him the title as just a title placeholder. And yes, he'll be able to up his numbers and such like that. But this is all just a plot device just to move the title to the next person. And all it says is just put in the titles on New Day. People that they know is going to bring up this. People will be like, oh, they got the record, all this. Well, they even upping up the record even more, whoop-de-whoop. But lo and behold, it's pretty evident that you're not going to have AJ lose on Mania for a title that he's never won before. Why would you even?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even set him up in this shit? To say, oh, I never won these before. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that,
Almost and AJ versus the New Day at WrestleMania. Another title was given to R-Truth. The 24 title was given to R-Truth, but was given to R-Truth, the Bad Bunny. I don't see why he couldn't carry that over to
this. I know Bad Bunny didn't want the title no more. He pulled up to SNL with the title, but he didn't pull up to the Grammys with the title. That's how I know he was done with that title. That's how I knew he was done with that shit. I ain't pulling up to no Grammys with no 24/7.
Right.
What you talking about?
You like, no, chill, son.
If he did, if he did,
I think that was I think that was a over. Knowing how funny R-Truth really is, though, I feel like that was an overhead joke when he gave him the Austin Gold. We gave him the 316 belt. I think that was the over.
Doesn't want that belt? That belt is fire. Like,
I think that joke went over our head.
I'd rather have that than the 24/7 for real. But this
Damian Priest,
I think it would have put that title. I think it would have put the title over the 24/7 title a little bit more if he did show up to the Grammys with it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot more.
People would have been like, "What? He brought a wrestling belt to the?" Because people who don't know wrestling. It's a major title or whatever.
Even the people that used to be wrestling fans would have been like, "Oh shit!" Like it would have helped out a lot. But Damian Priest,
like now you can see not anybody that had it. Like I got the title that was on the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? It just ups it other than just being the title that everybody's running around the building for. You know what I'm saying? It has a smidge of prestige now, like literally a cocaine.
Yo, hold up. Speaking about the Grammys, bruh. Speaking about the Grammys, man, I heard Chris Jericho complaining about the Grammys.
What the fuck you got to say about the Grammys? What?
He was complaining about some rock and roll dude not getting like a proper tribute.
Okay, so Damian Priest defeat Jackson Riker. I'm not talking about Grammys and Chris Jericho.
That's what we care about.
Damian Priest defeat Jackson Riker, Viva Pinfall, and then Shane McMahon.
We gonna bring up Jackson Riker right after that.
Talk about bad shit. Shane McMahon.
You gonna bring up Jackson Riker?
Yeah, right. Racist. But Shane McMahon beats up Braun Strowman and pours slime.
Disgusting.
Yeah, excuse me. One second. All right. I don't, because I don't want nobody to think this is for you.
Affiliated.
This is nasty, disgusting.
Yo, I gotta pull up the soundboard now.
Spirit squad of a segment. Are you kidding me?
They really buried Beyonce Bailey's whole segment though. Dead ass though. Like they buried their whole shit and made it look trash after that shit. Like,
I called Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania and I was upset. Now y'all gonna tease me with them on Fastlane and I don't think the match gonna happen. Then I gotta be more mad and wait till WrestleMania.
Yo, I got you.
See Shane McMahon.
I got you, bro.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His footsteps, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Straight up, bro. That's everything about Shane McMahon.
Turn his mic up. Turn it up.
Predictable and weak. Like, come on.
No. Hold on, Ari. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't grabbed the bag to get in it yet.
It wasn't predictable, Ari. It was not predictable. I did not I did not think he was going to turn into Nickelodeon. It was not predictable.
I'm talking about what you said. Like you were saying,
bucket of slime. No, I agree. I agree. I just wanted the people to know he pulled out a bucket of slime.
Braun Strowman saying he was bullied his whole life by people like
Shane. Turn your mic up, Dre. Dre, say it again. Say it again.
Bruh.
Say it again.
Who wrote that?
What he said?
Like what are we trying to do? The poor man, like the poor white man versus the capitalist theory? Like that's the angle we about to go with? Is that the angle we about to go with?
Strowman's dad was a professional baseball player, bruh. Do not tell me no hard knock life stories, bruh. Like,
tell me, my nigga, like, just come out here wearing like country strong and shit. Like, don't give me that country strong shit, bro, versus a city slicker shit. Don't do that. I'm not around for that shit. Fuck that shit, bro.
Acres of land and everything.
Once you said that, that's all I think of it is. It's just the country bumpkin versus the city slicker. That's all. That's all it is.
Yo, Shane was stumbling all through the promo. Shane did not. Yo, that was the worst promo Shane ever cut ever, bro.
Cat choke.
He was stumbling all through that thing.
He choked on the WWE stage.
He was stumbling the whole time, bro.
But this is disgusting, and I know on the next.
That's why he been wearing Jordan mids. He's not wearing Jordan.
I know on the next episode I'm gonna have to talk about this, so let's leave them alone for now. Alexa Bliss addresses Randy Orton, telling him Orton that Fast Lane will be his chance to get out of her life.
I want this.
So is Orton gonna fight Alexa Bliss?
I think this is gonna be the intro for the Fiend.
She said something about controlling, so I don't know if she's gonna. I thought it was gonna be cinematic, and they was gonna do some Randy versus Randy bullshit.
Cause when was that Inferno match? What was that Inferno match? What card was the Inferno match on? Was that Extreme Rules? Was that Extreme Rules?
Yeah, the Inferno match?
Yeah.
The Extreme Rules, and then we.
So Extreme Rules was that was when was Extreme Rules? January, February, early February, right?
Yeah, it had to be early February. Cause January Royal Rumble.
I'm trying to be like too deep of a thinker, but I'm trying to think like Bray Wyatt. How long does it take for a cocoon to hatch?
Yo, that's crazy.
That's fire. That's fire. WWE don't write like that, Ari.
But that's why I'm thinking like Bray, because you got creative control over your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Oh, we booking.
I'm just saying. Let me see.
You right? Actually, I give you credit. Yeah, if Bray got control, you right.
I'm just so done with Bray. It's like man, and I don't want to feel like Meltzer inspired, but man, like he was on to something when he was talking about that Fiend thing. Like the debut was so fire versus Finn Balor, but I think that was like really the best version we got of him, because that was the time like he actually had a decent match. You know, after that they did the Seth Rollins program, and that Cell match was terrible.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was saying it takes 2 weeks for a cocoon to hatch. I've finished what you're saying. I know you were saying.
With everything after that Finn Balor, it kind of been like bad programs, Now I'm just like over it, With the Alexa Bliss too, I'm just like she's kind of made her own thing. She made her own thing. That's like, man, I don't know, man. Like, I'm good off Randy and Bray Wyatt personally.
I'm still with it, because I still see the gimmick as him addressing a bunch of old feuds. He's tying a bunch of old loose ends.
I hope they take the John Cena route,
because you still have.
I hope they take the John Cena route.
Remember, we did all of the legends. Then we went the John Cena route. Then I think we did Finn, Seth. You know what I'm saying? Then we went that's when we went into the Randy route. and Bray. We went Daniel Bryan. And this is all old feuds. Majority were all old feuds that he was rehashing and shit still. So I still like that aspect of his character. And if it goes somewhere left of that, I mean, the Alexa Bliss joint was cool. And I mean, I still don't really have too much of a problem with it personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was the fresh thing he needed was somebody to, you know what I'm saying, kind of play off of that. Remember, we always wanted it to be his brother. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe it's just because it's not his brother, it's somebody else doing it that we're not, you know what I'm saying, too susceptible to it, because it's like we want to see something different now. But I'm cool with Alexa in this position still. I still think she's doing pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I still think Bo Dallas would probably knock it out the park, but even probably adding him to this shit would probably be the right thing.
Man, Bo leave, bro. Bo is very good at his job.
What happened to Bo, bro? For real.
Bo Dallas is very good at his job. I cannot wait for underrated episode.
Bro, he's still
Bo
signed.
Dallas,
that's the crazy thing. Bro. They just got him sitting in the back doing nothing. Just like with the rest of the guys we fuck with.
But he clocking figures. He got like some real estate thing going on, so he doing good. You know, it reminded me of.
That's why some niggas is like,
shout out to his pops. Shout out to IRS.
It reminded me of what's his name? The Prince Pretty dude. I forgot.
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze. Yeah.
What he do?
Someone said something to him on social media one time, like, yo, man, like, you're a job or something like that. He's like, oh, really? He's like, I own 5 homes thanks to WWE and freaking got like 2 businesses and a wrestling school, bro. Like, I don't care what they do.
At a wrestling school with Sean Spears.
Right. I know how to flip my bread, right? Shit.
Like, that's what I was thinking about Nakamura, and I'm just like, dang, man, I want so much for Nakamura and everything, and then it's just like, yo, man, like, as long as they're paying my man right, then I guess it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
What I tell you, Nakamura want to do? All he wanted to do.
Nakamura in retire mode.
That's all he want to do.
No, I can't even say retirement though, because man, that's the beauty of SmackDown, which is why I think it should have got show of the year, was because everybody is like, man, they're managing so many people good at the same time. Even Apollo Crews stepped up. Jey Uso stepped up. You got a resurgence with Cesaro. You got a resurgence with Nakamura right now. Now you got like Roman Reigns doing the best work of his career. Daniel Bryan's starting to get back in the picture. You know, Edge doing his thing.
Before you can even talk about SmackDown on Friday nights, you got to stop by the Wednesday Night Wars. And let's talk about NXT first. I am amped and loving every bit of NXT. I love the last NXT, how it ended.
That NXT was fire, bro.
It's set up for the Karrion Kross at the end was perfect. The finally came out of me.
I'm not gonna lie though. The whole show felt like a takeover. I'm not even gonna hold. The whole show felt like a takeover from beginning to end. Like, you had William Regal.
Turn your mic up.
William Regal. I would say this right here. He is the greatest general manager
ever.
Ever. He just does.
He doesn't do right. Too much. He does just enough.
And he delivers. He delivers everything perfectly. You know what I'm saying? I was even stretch further. I feel like he was one of my favorite commissioners. I mean, Mick Foley's probably the best commissioner. You know what I'm saying? Or one of our favorites. But
in that role period, the authority type role, he's the best to me.
Yeah, but when he was the commissioner with Tajiri, bro. Oh my
Tajiri, bro. Classic moments, bro. Classic, bro.
That's why. But to be from there to here we are now, he's such a great general manager.
It hurts.
That's when it was like a little rivalry with Taz. I know Taz was messing with them.
William Regal, any type of props, bro. Like William Regal on the person, like he always rubbed me the wrong way, bro. I'll never forget watching him do commentary. And it was a JTG, and I don't know if it was on Sunday Night Heat or something like that, but JTJ Crime Time, they came out there, and he was saying the most like, bruh, like I could feel the hate he had for JTJ, and I don't know if it was like, yo, it didn't just feel like normal. It was just like that
like some backstage heat.
No, it felt like that.
I see like the wrestling purist type hate,
like the Booking T Triple H, like the little slick racist talk type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was for a whole match of commentary. I'm just like, dang, bro, why are you on commentary right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never got over that with William Regal. Like to this day, like.
Question: was he heel at that time?
That just rubbed me wrong, bro. Like I was just like, no, this dude racist, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like,
No, the question: was he a heel at the time?
Huh? He was a commentator.
Was he a heel at the time?
You still a heel commentator? What you mean?
I mean,
what you mean? You could be a heel or babyface?
I mean, I guess. I know Crime Time was maybe, I don't know, Crime Time, no, because they was cooning. They was definitely cooning. But while they was cooning, he was playing up all the stereotypes of that cooning, like
right.
That's why I say that's why I asked that. If you put in the heel wrestling purist gimmick on top of, you know what I'm saying, European white man who doesn't know shit about what he's
Regal is
right
a
now,
great heel. Regal is a great heel.
You're gonna get a lot of that ignorant type shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like JR. It's like JR watching some of these young dudes.
Can I say William Regal's a racist? I don't know. No, I can't.
I don't know. I don't want to make
look at all the talent that came past in black, white.
But as a kid, when I watched
I respect William Regal.
At the moment, you know, it sounds like, yo, man, what the?
Yeah.
I think he was just doing his job good. Let's not do that to William Regal. Let's talk about NXT. William Regal's a great.
I do feel you on that 8 shit still though, but we will never forget that. But not NXT. But like I said at the beginning, William Regal come out. He presented the titles to Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. The moment was dope. I mean, just seeing all the women out there, women that you don't know, just see it was so much, the multitudes of colors, sizes.
They answered my question of like, can they fill this tag team division? Like,
and not even tag team division, just the future of the NXT, just women's in general.
No,
like,
but when I say that is because at first I was one of those people that was saying I'm kind of glad we missed yesterday because I thought about it more. I went off of like, what's the point of the NXT titles? I feel like this is like kind of killing the whole women tag team title in 3 division. But I looked at it as like, NXT is ready to make that, we our own. Like, Vince is playing around with us, is low key disrespectful.
That's why
I'm feeling it. And also the way Triple H works with like tag teams and making them turn into great rivalries. I like what he's doing with the tag team division.
I don't know. I don't know what specific, but I will if I could just speculate, I will give that a little bit more to Road Dogg. Just him being in more tag team experience. To really,
I'll give you that. NXT. Let me say NXT. My fault. Let me
New Age Outlaws. They were them boys in the tag team division. They had got that shit.
Great story work. Great story work in the tag team division with Road Dogg. I would never forget them and Cactus Jack versus Mankind.
So imagine him and HBK working together. Rocker, those minds together, trying to build this tag division on top of the other people that's in there, man. They do. They
got the talent.
Really got good minds down there. They really got.
And you have the talent to execute.
But to bring it back
whatever
to
they're thinking, they have the talent to execute on it.
No facts, because like I said, what we had in a lot of those peoples, there was a lot of from this new class that just got signed, where they say was one of the biggest classes of recent date. And it was literally from you said like the one girl who used to be, I think her name used to be Bria Priestley. Like the orange hair. I think is that who that was? I know she changed her name now, but it was a couple women there, you know what I'm saying? And then the one woman they had at the very front is a woman that they've been slowly building. I think they were promoting her throughout the show too. They had her in a match versus Io Shirai like a week or two ago, where she really went.
Went the fake Jordy Gracie. Yeah.
Yes. No, not her. It was she was light skinned. She had like blonde hair. Like kind of like short hair.
Oh,
like
okay,
right
I know you're talking about.
She was doing them. She was like, her. But like just seeing the different women that they're getting ready to start pushing and shit like that. It was really good to see that. And then to go to the segment that William Regal was kind of saying that pretty much, we like you said, we moving on our own time now. I don't got time to wait for WWE to give me the clearance.
Yeah, don't bring your tag team titles down here.
Right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Don't do
shit that happened to y'all was a travesty. I'm tired of waiting and doing that shit. Whoop de whoop. Here we presenting y'all with your own titles, and them titles.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie,
them titles were nice. I really like the titles.
My only problem though, they small.
Well, I think they always do that for the women because they're smaller. They're smaller, like.
But they are little. Like they remind me of.
It's not like the what's the one? It's not like the AEW women's.
I hate that AEW title pissed me off because it's so small. my problem with making. I understand the women are smaller.
It looks too old school. You know what I'm saying,
bro? No. I fuck with the design heavy. But it looks like literally a belt with an emblem,
like an accessory, like the little girls.
Yeah, like with accessory facts.
You
like a Walmart. Accessory.
Hell yeah,
like them girls wear, with their earrings, like the grandmas used to wear in church with their earrings. That's what it looked like. You're disrespectful. Y'all trying to put the women on the same level as the men, and y'all hand them action figure titles. I'll
put the NXT women's tag team titles over a little bit more, bro. Those joints look nice. They're nice size. They're not too small, but they're not too bulky for the Gerard.
You know what it is? You know what also like hurt it a little bit with Gonzalez holding it. I was like, what the Gonzalez made it look like a toy, bro. Go back and look at it. It looked like she was holding a toy. She was literally trying, because at first when she grabbed it, she realized she was grabbing the whole title, and you can see her like trying to grab it with her palm more.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm like, whoa, bro. She's an Amazon.
She
bro.
is. So, and then talk about Gonzalez. Talk about Gonzalez. How you lose the title and immediately the champion goes to you? You don't even have to go look for the champion.
But but I wanted to give a shout to the structure of the title, because they got a lot of different. You got a lot of the round shape of the title is kind of the majority shapes you go with, or like the hexagonal type shapes too. This time they went with a triangular shape for the title, which is kind of new. It's very new for WWE.
Drake,
I thought that was really dope for them. Like they're really trying different shit with their title makings and shit like that. I thought that was really dope. I just wanted to give them some put them over for that, because like I said, just the triangular shape of it. It looks dope for me. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
No, I did like it.
Yeah,
I wasn't mad at the design. Like I said, the size.
I didn't say anything about it. I just wanted to put it over a little bit though.
Yeah. The size is gonna fit the women, like Dakota Kai, because most are in like Dakota Kai area of like body structure, size wise. The bigger you probably get is like Ember Moon when you talk about like thickness, and so it makes sense because like Rhea Ripley is not necessarily gonna go for the tag team titles.
My bad, Lucky boy. Sorry,
Ember, get your man in control. All right, don't let him ever walk out around with a shirt like that ever again. All right, I'll give you one pass. I ain't even give you a pass.
Damn, yo. I was talking about the structure of the title. God damn, yo. I forgot. Ember Moon. No, it's too late. It's too late, Dre. No. Stop. It's too late. Thank you, Ari. Ember Moon.
Sorry.
This is We Wrasslin episode 19 on 316. You made the Matt car part list. You are a Matt car part thanks to your boo. Shout out to your booski.
Yeah,
you're a Matt car
other way around.
Right,
we'll be shooting that motherfucker down. Literally, figuratively.
Are you kidding me? I don't even know his wrestling name, so he can't make the Matt Car part list.
Like
that's the only dude.
Not to dip into battle rap, but like how motherfuckers was trying to clown EK for him and his white girl shit. When roles are reversed, motherfuckers be. Motherfuckers be.
Okay. Let me talk about the women's title. What else happened?
Sir, it ain't that shoe with a white dude.
Murder face. Baby, try to tell you, brothers. What's going on, my G?
What's good,
Gerard from 901 Daiquiri. What's going on? Tribe in the building.
In the movie theater seat today. My boy is bumpable.
Hey, bro.
Look at you. Get verified. Yo, hold on. That's gonna be my new thing, Gerard. I got you. My new thing when I get on show, verify Gerard so you can verify me. That's my new thing. Verify Gerard so you can verify me.
Can I get verified? You know what I mean?
But yo, man,
what's going on? We talking about NXT.
What you thought about the new titles, the new women's titles that they presented to Raquel and Dakota?
I don't like them. I don't like the idea. One, Oh, this is me. I don't like the idea of women tag team titles if you're not gonna have natural women tag teams, not thrown together tag teams.
True.
Because
That's very true.
when we had the Iconics, they was really the only women's tag team, and I think they should have been the first women's tag team champions.
Very
not
true.
Sasha and Bailey. But
I agree. Turn your mic up.
Iconics. What?
I'm saying like they should have been if we was gonna have a women's division full of tag teams, it should have been like some women tag teams other than teams that they just throw together. The Iconics was the only women's tag teams out there.
The only
they felt like a tag team.
They had a name.
They were the only tag team. They are the only tag team.
They actually were branding themselves.
Yes, they are literally on the tag team. Like there's no other tag
team. But all right, now my rebuttal to that is now we saw all them women on that aisle. Now my thing is a lot of them women we didn't see yet. They have an opportunity to introduce tag teams right now.
True.
Yes, they do. That is true. But I still don't like because think about it. If we really gonna do that, the tag teams in NXT, I'm not really feeling Ember Moon and Old Girl.
Damn, I like.
That's why I said we have an opportunity to introduce other teams. I really completely now Drake because.
Go ahead. No,
I agree with Gerard. I disagree with Gerard. Now, what I was saying was why I was happy I missed the episode because I was thinking like you, but I was thinking the reason why. Perfect example of what me and Ari was just talking about. You can make stories out of that. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad to see Shotzi versus Ember Moon, which I think this is going to lead to. So as we are like kind of making a rivalry out of that, we can introduce real tag team. Shotzi and Ember Moon, regardless if we don't like them together, they are two great talent. They put on fire matches no matter how you feel about them. So you introducing new tag team with them two, that works. I agree with what you're saying. I see where you're going. That's why I said I'm glad I missed the day, but I can see where this is going.
And this is my thing, and I think this goes into why they made the decision to go with Sasha and Bailey before the Iconics is because we have to build a prestige with these titles also. You know what I'm saying? And Iconics, even though they are the first, will they be able to build that prestige? I only look at Peyton Royce as the anchor for that team. Like Billy is the entertainment, Peyton is the athlete of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Sasha and Bailey already talked about how they like have to push for them to even get the women's division to get green lighted. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. So, no, they were definitely the flag wavers for that. That's very true.
Also look at Sasha and Bailey, the four horsewomen. Like they're like kind of like always position one of them or a few of them into like the first to something, first Hell in a Cell, first main event, first. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you know, the very first women's Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks, the very first person to come out. So I'm just like, yeah, y'all always gotta like take the, you know, you guys want to.
In that sense, I get it in that sense. But my thing is what goes back to NXT is that with, like you say, if they're going to do this and not have too many all these makeshift tag teams and such, and they ended up splitting somewhere down the road, how much prestige does it give the actual titles for a team that actually wants to build it as a tag team? Like not to go back to the men, that's why I will always appreciate, you know what I'm saying, FTR, because they really wanted to make the tag team division, and the Bucks also really want to make the tag team division mean something. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to bring this to the women, you have to understand where the tag team division as a whole, men and women, is at right now. It's at the bottom, trying to get back to where it was in the 80s. And you putting the women, given this, you're putting them back at the bottom. You're not saying you're putting them there, but they have to start at the bottom. So you doing this with a whole bunch of new talents and such, that a lot of talents who come in here as singles competitors and have dreams of being singles competitors, you know what I'm saying? They're not coming here as tag teams and have tag team aspirations. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so when was the last time? When was the last time a tag team match was the main event of a big pay-per-view? You know what I'm saying?
On WWE?
Yeah, in WWE at least.
I cannot recall.
I mean, shoot, and AEW. I mean, because if you think about AEW, that was one of the.
I think they closed. Didn't they close the show with FTR and the Bucks?
Did they? No,
I'm not sure.
So.
I might be wrong. Well, then, okay, maybe it must be the AEW shows then. The Dynamite shows. Go ahead, Jay. I ain't gonna cut you off.
Nah, you good. My only thing is if you're gonna give us a women's tag team division, introduce the women as tag teams. Don't introduce them as singles wrestlers.
Right. Like if you're gonna have to do something, some type of showcase.
I agree with that.
And then if my whole thing, if they was gonna do this and give us NXT tag titles, they should have just put the tag team titles at the end of the Dusty Classic.
Right there.
But I feel like that was a decision that was made later on, though.
Instead of
me personally, I feel like
they had these titles take months to make. Like
that's why I say that's why I agree with Jay, because I think that they had the match and that little bit of skerfuffle, whatever, can't think of the word, but just so they can just have extra time to be like, all right, now we can have a reason to present them now. You know what I'm saying? Can we just present them now? It's not even probably finished yet. We don't have no type. All they know is they get a trophy at the end of this, like the regular Dusty Classic. You know what I'm saying? Let's give them a reason.
But they really had to share the trophy with the men because they called them out at the same time. So that was because they just etched their names on them. They just etched the names on them. So like the women finally get a plate on the other side that have the women Dusty's women on them. So that's cool. But the whole problem with why I didn't like the whole women's thing was like, bro, y'all just gave them a title just because y'all really don't have no tag teams.
Right. I see if you had some already where it's a want for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for it coming up to Dusty. Yeah, and I agree because I'm saying I don't think nobody was really asking for more tag team. Like it was good. It was great to see it. Straight. It was dope matches. But I don't think most of those teams were either staying together or going to be straight up tagging together. But on the flip side, I am a person who does like tag teams that don't just stay in tag team matches all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have single matches with other tag team members, or like we seen Phoenix versus Nick Jackson, that was a blessing to the TV. We got to see that for free. You know what I'm saying? And that was outside of just your regular tag team matches that he would be in and such.
And that'd be fine, but like if I know they're in a tag team, like I know the Lucha Bros are a tag team, I know that the Young Bucks are a tag team, but I'm not putting these two together just because hey, we need a tag team. Y'all go out there and see what y'all do.
And I agree with you. That's why I say it's like a two-way street where it's like on your way, I'm looking at it like, all right, how is this going to play out 2-3 years down the line? You know what I'm saying? When you got most of your talent and moving and shaking in NXT now, like are they going to be singles? Are they going to be tags? Like who are you moving and shaking with this? Like I'm saying, because
it's NXT.
If you got somebody who was you trying to push as a solo star that doesn't move, and then the person that you got in the tag team is that one other person is shining like a motherfucker, it's like now you're gonna have to bring that person, put them in a makeshift tag team, break this up like you did with, you know what I'm saying, with like they did with Otis and Heavy Machinery, just because one person was shining the other. Now you got to break them up, and now he ain't doing too well, so you got to put him in another tag team. It's like y'all gonna be
never meant to be a solo act.
But I said they're gonna be fucking people stock up like that by like you said, making these makeshift tag teams. Wait, were you talking about Otis? Well, you know
Otis was never. Otis was never. That was Vince's call. Like Vince said, "Oh, the kids like him. Hey, make him a solo star. You don't need the other guy. And then you get him as a solo star. You give him the money in the bank. You give him a push to the moon." And you don't do nothing with them.
I mean, you could, to me personally, you could say the same thing. You could say the same thing with the Hardy Boys. Everybody wanted Jeff, but who was the one that was really making real dope shit and real impact on the show he was on? Matt. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it earlier with Undertaker and with Brock Lesnar and them shit. Who was making himself a catalyst and one of the biggest storylines on that program? Matt Hardy was. What was Jeff doing? You know what I'm saying? Just doing whatever he was told. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I agree with you. I agree with you. It's just like, I think when you have some of those guys who are good solo stars also, and you have them, you know what I'm saying, competing in tag team matches and singles matches, it'll be good for both places. But like I said, when you have that person as main solo aspirations, and you have a good tag team, like the North, for example, on TNA, like they were a really good tag team, but that motherfucking Ethan Page was destined to really continue his solo career. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this tag team shit. So we lose a great fucking tag team that could have moved over, especially with this merger, seeing the North versus so many great tags and FTR, so on and so forth. Now we can't even see that now because they're broken up, and because they both want solo aspirations and such like that. Who's to say that these women are not going to want that year 2, year 3 in this tag team division and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like
But my thing is, without the tag team titles, though, all the women just gonna be sitting around.
That's true. Also, that is true.
Like, bro, the women only had the main title, and because, like we were saying earlier, the main roster tag team titles, you're bullshitting around. When y'all bring the titles down here, y'all shitting on us.
So is it time?
So if you're gonna have tag team matches when we have great tag team, let it be on our platform on NXT Takeover where they look fire.
So question: would a mid card title for the women be? Would that be good, or would that be too many titles on one show? Because you will have NXT. You know what I'm saying? You have the North American.
Not now. No, you got the tag team.
Cruiserweight. You have the women's.
You got the tag team titles now, so it don't matter.
So that'll be 5 titles on the show. You know what I'm saying?
You got the tag team title, so it don't matter no more. Like if you had a mid card title for them,
well, no,
a North American women's title.
That was rebuttaling because he was saying if you give the tag team, if you don't have them, most of the women will have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But now that's kind of answering both of your sessions, because like they don't have nothing to do, they're just gonna put them in whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have nothing to do. So what are they gonna do? How are they gonna get TV time? Do you put another title for contention for some women who, like I said, still want, you know what I'm saying, solo contention, or have, you know what I'm saying?
No, because NXT not that long.
That's what I'm saying. Is there's gonna be too many titles. That's why it's like I kind of think just the tag team titles is the best.
No, I'm with that. That's what I said, to give the women something to do. I think this is good enough. No, the women. It's a tag team title involves 4 people. Like they can have 3-way. The women can have 3-way tag team matches. The tag team matches open up more for women to be involved. A mid Carter is just too much now. They should have just did. It was either tag team titles or mid Carters. Like that was the only choice.
Now, if you look at the format of the takeover, it's typically 5 matches.
Right.
And you got the men's world title, the women's world title, the tag teams, that's a given. And then you're most likely going to have a North American title. And then there's usually like one rivalry. You know what I'm saying? But it usually goes to the men. So there's usually one women match in 5 matches. With them adding that title, it takes away one of those rivals who's not in a championship match, but it gives a second match on the 5 matches on the card to the women. I'm
cool with that. And looking at that, I'm cool with that.
And
the women get NXT, they got to get some more TV time. They do need some more TV time, for real. Just one match or 2 matches on these NXT cards is kind of fun.
I think they still.
So we on NXT. It's something I want to talk about since we on NXT. Escobar versus Noam Dar for the cruiserweight title.
Escobar.
Now, turn my mic up. I am a fan of somebody who I got winning. Noam Dar is going to defeat.
Wait, hold on.
As much as
time out. Relax yourself. Spare squad yourself. His name is Jordan goddamn Devlin.
You called Jordan Devlin? No.
Shout out to Noam Dar.
I was playing 2K. My fault. I was playing WWE 2K. I was just playing WWE 2K. I'm sorry.
When they supposed
and that's messed up because I have Noam Dar winning. I have Noam Dar. Jordan Devlin. I said it again. I'm gonna put the L down. I have Jordan Devlin. I have Jordan Devlin defeating Escobar. And to me, it's a win-win because I really think they want to take the title off of Escobar to finally put him up with the big boys.
Bro, you don't understand how
Bruh,
long
after that
I've been
Karrion
waiting for this
Kross
fucking match.
I really, yeah, he could,
Bruh,
he could,
bro, when I seen the promo with Jordan, I had hit Arya like right. That's hey, bro, are you
That's
watching
what you hit me?
NXT?
Oh, okay.
I said, are you watching NXT? He said,
Oh,
no.
are you a Jordan
Yeah.
Devlin fan? You're a
Bro,
Jordan
it's not even
Devlin
that.
fan. Turn
It's
your
not
mic
even that.
up.
No. It's not that, bro. I'm
Oh,
both
no,
of these
that's
niggas
not
fans.
good.
You ain't hear me just sing the Nostradamus, which one you said Esco? Like I call him Esco. Like that's
Oh no,
Esco.
no, I ain't gonna lie. This low key. I mean, this is my. I guess my hot take out of the way. This is the most. I thought Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly was the match I was most excited for because I know their history. But low key, just as a fan currently,
It's the one.
Jordan Devlin versus Escobar, champion versus champion. This match
Jordan
is going to be fire.
Wow,
this match is going to be fire,
bro. Wild heavy. Like who y'all champion over there? I never heard of them.
Yo, man, why Gerard looking like a bouncer over there with the arms crossed?
Hey, because I'm ready. I'm ready, bro.
Cause, bro, like for real, like dog.
I'm ready for the match, bro.
I'm getting flashbacks. Like, now you can't come in here too much.
As soon as they did my man Jordan Devlin dirty. Now he definitely do look like one.
No hats in here. No hats in here.
He look like one of them off-duty bloods that one of the rappers hire when they're in LA. Like, I'm just an off-duty blood. But son, like when they did my boy dirty, bro, and not stripped him, but moved him over and kind of stripped him of the title, and he was still putting in work, showing he was really on the fucking rise. And then they brought Esco in, and I'm like, who is this motherfucker? That he wins the cruiserweight joint over. I forgot who was that. He won it over that I wanted to win. Then the way he came with the mask, and I'm like, oh no, he won over Drake Maverick, and I was like, oh shit, this nigga on some shit. Then he brought the two jobbers with him and brought them niggas up with him. I was like, wait, hold on now, this nigga on some shit.
For people that want to see Escobar great matches, go back and look at Lucha Underground. He is King Corto. Look at him versus Killshot. That's a goodie because that Killshot is Isaiah Scott Swerve. That match was fire. They was trying to kill each other.
Shoot, even that match they had in NXT, that feud he was putting on in that shit, bro. Like he made that cruiserweight title fucking mean business. Mean business.
Man, when
no fuck shit around it either. No fuck shit around it. No, I'm feeling like I don't like where I'm at, placed on the card. None of that shit. 205 Live. What? No, nothing of that. I'm on NXT.
This is the best title ever.
Real title, nigga.
I got the best title ever. This is the title y'all want.
Change the color, like man, like I'm out here, bro. Like he was
like, just give me my team time, bro. I don't care what title you give me. I'm about to make it. I'm about to make it.
My nigga was out here. Then you had my boy Jordan Devlin watching this shit from overseas, like. Oh, this your boy now? Word, say less. They gave him the title, still putting in work. And still talking heavy, like I'm putting in work. And
I gotta watch that back, bro.
I'm the real cruiserweight title.
Bro. I was flipping back and forth between the channels. I missed that part, man. Dang, I'm bugging.
Bro, that shit was
Takeover is going to deliver, bro.
I'm paraphrasing like a motherfucker right now, bro.
See, I didn't have that one read in my notes. That match.
Do not quote anything I'm saying as them saying this. I am speaking from the most hoodest perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
right from the heart.
This shit is real shit. Like who is the real cruiserweight title? Because cruiserweight champion. Because both these niggas made this title relevant again.
You know what it gives me vibes? It gives me vibes of Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon when they both had the Intercontinental title, bro. That was like right at the time, like Shawn Michaels really like they was.
I
both
smell a ladder match.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, please.
I smell a ladder match.
That's a great comparison, yo.
Please,
I smell a ladder match, guys.
Please.
You got HBK down there.
Jordan Devlin in a ladder match.
That'd be
bro. Imagine Jordan Devlin Like Escobar laid out on the floor and Jordan Devlin does his back suplex into the ladder. That would be crazy.
You know Jordan Devlin get crazy in the ring, bro. He start getting into that crazy Irish shit, bro, and start wilding, bro. That nigga jawline.
Yo, and Escobar in the ladder match is
like
crazy, period.
That nigga got the crazy jawline. That shit like the fucking chintastic shit. That shit start getting all like veined up and shit. He might headbutt a nigga with that shit, bro. On some like fucking the energy is just
think about it, bro. Think about it, bro. You got Shawn Michaels down there producing matches, bro. Of course, that would be his. Hey, put the titles up, put them on the ladder. Let's go. Let these boys rock.
Right.
And just keep it tall though. They don't really need to do this. Like they can have a possible 5-star match without a ladder. Just to put that out there.
True that too.
Absolutely.
Like let's not be Jordan Devlin, him and Tyler Bate. I think that got a 5 stars actually. Like them niggas.
Like, I'm not.
No. I know you're not. I know you're not. I just wanted to say that.
They need a ladder. That shit just. That shit with a ladder. It makes sense.
With both of what you and Dre said, it makes total sense now. But nah, please, I can't wait for that shit, bro. And this was just a promo off my nigga that he did. And I pop like it. I'm at WrestleMania, bro. You would have thought the Rock and
after seeing Escobar, I was like, it make no sense Escobar versus Cross, bro. But by the end of that match, I was already an Escobar fan, but he made Cross in that match, bro. Like on WWE, like
that's why
like,
that's why I'm saying Jordan Devlin.
I know he could cut a mean promo.
Jordan Devlin is going to defeat Escobar, and Escobar, shorter but soon, will be our new North American champion. He will be our new NXT North American champion very soon. Very soon.
I promise that. Good 15 pounds, and he gonna get a good 15, 20. He gonna get that North American title, and it's up, bro. It's up.
Let's say that's option A. Option B, though. Option B. If they wait a little while, it can like be like a nice little, full circle of a story of, Cross beats Finn, and then 2 pay-per-views later, Escobar versus Cross for the NXT World Heavyweight title.
I'm not even putting that energy in the air.
Something different.
Finn is beating Cross. I ain't putting that energy in the air. Where am I saying?
No, if Walter come over, then if Walter come over, Escobar staying in the North American division. I want him to stay there for a little while because, boy, if Walter come to NXT, it's over. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Everybody dies.
Hey, once he lose the title over there, it's all funny. It's all good.
Yeah, everybody needs to be nervous because soon as he lose the title, where he goes. Yo, everybody dies. Walter on TakeOver stage, that is a painful hour of work. Walter on the NXT TakeOver stage.
This one, sorry,
Walter's different, bro.
I had to get those bad energy.
Walter is really different, bro.
Walter can wrestle with anybody, don't matter what size you are, and still make it look like a 5-star match.
Nah, he literally whoop ass. That's
him and Tyler Bate fire. Him versus Pete Dunne, I will never forget. They try to kill each other.
No,
matter of fact, that was him on the TakeOver stage.
The other match. I just want to see if you can pronounce his name.
That's why I want to. Yeah, I was getting there, but I was hoping somebody would that match.
It's really not Dragunov.
Dragunov. I'll say that. Dragunov,
bro. But if they do, that was my match of the year last year, bro.
I think that was my 1 or 2.
I ain't
gonna lie though. It's still Walter versus Pete Dunne is my favorite.
I was so damn high NXT when I watched that match, and I was laughing hysterically, bro. Like they was slapping the hell out of each other, bro.
See,
Like,
that's
yeah, they was red to
the-
the right after that match, bro.
See, that's I wouldn't get it top 2 though, just because they were killing each other.
Oh
Like,
no, it wasn't that, bro. It wasn't that. It was literally a good ass match. They weren't just like.
I mean, I seen it. I watched it.
No, yeah, that shit is.
I watched it.
That's some shit you
this
just
is
don't
why
see in
I'll give it,
WWE
this
a lot,
is why
bro.
I'll give it match of the year, not just because they were killing each other, which they were, and which is why a big reason why I say it. It's because it was one of those matches I could go and I could send to one of my friends or family members, which I did, by the way. Like, yo, you got to see this matchup, and I ain't got to worry about them critiquing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, have you ever watched wrestling with someone who ain't a fan of wrestling, and then they just, man, they're seeing stuff that you don't see, because, like, you know what I'm saying? You suspend your
I agree.
Your belief to a certain extent where they're just being overcritical and trying to like nitpick, you know. So like
the match I used to show was a perfect example. Tommaso versus Johnny Gargano in the Cruiserweight Classic. I showed that to people.
That was a
they
good
be
match,
like,
bro.
"This is wrestling now."
There was a
Like
lot of good
they literally
Cruiserweight, bro.
sit down. They would be standing up, smoking like I'm about to bounce. I would put it on. They would sit down, especially after that elbow where Johnny sold it so well. It looked like his tooth came out, but he just did the spit thing. They sat down like, "Oh nah." So I know exactly what you mean.
These crackers fighting.
But
but
I saw him Walter versus Pete Dunne. That's the one I showed him.
Yeah,
that was
I
my
showed him
match.
that Walter, and
They was
like,
killing
this
each
shit
other.
wild, man.
You can tell them just, hey, come sit down and watch NXT with me.
Yeah,
You
just
can
watch
take over.
NXT
We'll watch.
Takeover. Yeah, just watch that.
Don't worry about the storyline.
Yeah. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. They'll do a little promo before the match, let you know what's up, and then let's watch and let's go. Let's just enjoy.
Man, I wonder what they're gonna do with Tony Storm, because we see EO got Raquel. I'm just like, dang, Tony deserved to be on the
Any last
WrestleMania
words
takeover,
on
you know what I'm saying?
NXT?
But
I mean, forgot about Finn and Cole, the match. That
fire.
Shit.
Fire. Takeover quality.
They definitely that super kick, bro, to the jaw, and the way Finn sold that shit, bro. In fucking so nice.
Yo, this has been Finn's best run since he's been with the WWE company at all. You know what I'm saying?
Ever. I was about to say the best run.
His matches have
better
been
than
like,
his first run
in
NXT.
That's by far, bro. Even though he had like I don't know, like just there was something about him. He had like an aura back then that was putting him over.
He
but
had
wasn't,
swag, but
the matches
it's different now,
bro.
bro.
Matches now is just on another level, bro. He's one of the very best, bro.
Ed said it, bro. Ed said it already, man. He's working on a totally different level than most niggas right now, bro.
Yeah,
he's him and Roman are really like on like a fuck. And the thing is different with Finn is like it's no producer. You know what I'm saying? It's no Dre and Snoop. It's just him. You know what I'm saying?
What's crazy with Finn too, though, bro, is like, man, like with New Japan, it's been a long time. They've been for like a lot of Wrestle Kingdoms, the junior weights, they've been regulated to like the very first match on the Wrestle Kingdom for like the past five or so years. Like, but him and Kota Ibushi, when they had their thing where they went back to back on the Junior Cup or whatever, you know, first year Finn beats them, next year Kota Ibushi ends up beating them back, and then they ended up having a rivalry match, and they were like the co-main event or the third to last match on the card. This is when Nakamura and Tanahashi ended up being the main event with the Intercontinental title over Naito and Okada, because the fans weren't rocking with Naito yet. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't with the faction yet. I can't pronounce that faction, but
Los Ingobernables.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is like the junior heavyweights, like him and Kota got them to that point where like they were like highly respected.
Those were their guys.
And then he kind of transitioned to WWE, and while like people were giving him some respect because he started the Bullet Club and whatnot, like as far as a match perspective, like they weren't calling him a Kenny Omega. They weren't calling him a AJ Styles, or you know what I'm saying. He wasn't in the talk of like
had good matches, but they weren't the show.
Yeah, great matches, but we weren't putting him in like that same breath. You know what I'm saying? Like now I could be like, yo, Finn Balor this last year or so, he's like in the discussion of top 10. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, you know. But like,
but what did I tell you when we was going into 2020 though? If he continues this shit going into 2021, he's going to be top 2, maybe the 1. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's doing is undeniable.
I think we're gonna see the Demon this year,
bro. And at this point, I really don't care if I do or I don't. It's just Finn is just in the bag right now. It's just everything he do is just money right now.
Yo, if he brought the Demon out, now that you say it, if he brings that out at TakeOver, it's been so long, that would be crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta have a reason. I need a reason.
It's the biggest. It's the biggest 8. What you mean? Is against Karrion Kross, and this is their WrestleMania TakeOver.
I mean, if they get into that bag, and if he brings that type shit out, then okay, I'm with it.
Especially all Karrion Kross got to do is keep selling like, bro, I'm on another level. Like, you're not gonna beat me. You're gonna Karrion Kross out of anybody can sell. Like, you're gonna have to go into that stage.
That might be the way he could beat him though, because
this
Fiend is literally like, I'm not the Fiend, pardon me. The fucking Demon he moves different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is the only, and it's Karrion Kross's believability is up there. So this is the only way you're gonna beat me. Like, this is the only way. Like, I don't care what you do. You're gonna have to turn into that Demon because Finn Balor is not gonna beat me. Are you kidding me? This regular man is not getting a victory over me.
Shit, I
won with a back suplex number 6. Put some respect on my name.
That Escobar let me know though that he could work better with the smaller dudes than like, you know, a Keith Lee, where he's like doing all these power moves. So when you put him up against another big dude, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's easier to get injured because these moves he's supposed to be position them as a monster heel.
Yeah, for guys like his size or down. I agree with you.
Or Escobar.
He's not the David and Goliath type of wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like don't give him another.
He
big
is the Goliath.
Yeah, like
right.
But no, I think this match
is for that one, man. Those are two of my very favorites in all brands, dude. Finn Balor up there, Karrion Kross. I've been a huge fan of his because, man, his promos, bro. His Instagram is inspirational, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, he be dropping gems on Instagram, bro. I rock with him heavy, bro.
He ain't had to say shit when he put up on Finn. Like, you just knew what time it was, no pun intended. Like, just off the way that he's been moving, they've been building his story. It without the title, it was like this nigga's cooking on the court off ball type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doing other shit that when you do get the ball, it's like it's time. You know what I'm saying?
He be on his comic book shit too, bro. Because I heard his interview with
I can see. I bet
with this Van Fleet, bro. His psychology, bro. Like, this dude is sharp, bro. This dude is.
Oh, he brings that to his gimmick, like bro. That type shit.
Like
they definitely do give me like Spawn vibes,
bro. When he was in the up in the little. When he was up in that thing watching when Keith Lee won the title from Adam Cole, bro, and they'd like zoom out to him like in like the little freaking VIP with Scarlett, bro, like a villain. I'm like, bro, like that was such a good shot, bro. It was like some straight out of a comic.
Don't be surprised you see this nigga in a fucking one of these Blade sequels in the future. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You look like one of them fucking Blade villains, yo.
Boy, the thing I liked about that jump, bro.
Go ahead. My bad.
The thing I liked about the ending of that joint was how Finn was like, what took you so long? Like, he just knew the nigga was right there for you. Like, what took you so long? Bro,
and then it pans right over to him. Like, I'm like, cameraman, you knew he was up in there. You saw
they did that part right there, bro.
I ain't about to let me zoom in on Finn
they didn't expect it.
Like, get the little spin on him.
That was hard. He was just like, TikTok. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers.
Bro, I'm
Because
hyped for that.
it was evident that this match had to happen. It had the run Finn is on and how destructive this nigga is. They have to go against each other. Like,
man, it sucks that they ain't gonna have an audience like WrestleMania is, but I'm kind of worried about WrestleMania. I feel like WrestleMania is in jeopardy, you know, because I mean, I think they only got the audience. They only announced the audience for the WrestleManias. You know what I'm saying?
That's their moneymaker.
Right. So I'm like, are they not doing an audience for NXT? Because it's early in the week, you know.
See no tickets for NXT.
Well, it's on a regular Wednesday. We gotta remember that. It's on a Wednesday.
It's a 2-day thing though, right? So it's like what, Wednesday and Thursday?
Well, it's night 1,
Wednesday,
night
Thursday.
2. So if it's night 1 and night 2, it might be
2 nights.
Wednesday and next
Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, it's Wednesday,
no.
Thursday? Okay.
It's Wednesday, Thursday.
I put it in OTR.
It's wrestling that whole week.
Raw.
It's wrestling that
It's
whole
Raw,
week.
Yeah. A Hall of Fame, NXT, SmackDown,
Okay.
WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's
so 8 days of wrestling.
8 days, bro. That's wild.
Okay.
It is 8 days of wrestling. Well,
so with it
with
being on a regular Wednesday, and if I'm not mistaken, it said it was going to be on the network or on USA.
The first night is on USA. The second night is on Peacock.
Peacock. Okay, that's smart.
Well, I mean, I wonder how they're gonna do this Peacock thing. I feel like they're gonna keep the network, like you can get on through the network as well. Because I feel like right now, money.
You know.
So the whole Peacock thing is right now, the network is running until April 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is open to April 4th. April 4th, the network is dead. Ain't no more network. Ain't no more WWE app. None of that shit. We're done. Peacock is getting the rest of the shit. Now, mind you, it's already on Peacock. You just can't watch the pay-per-views and shit on there. But you can watch them like afterwards. But once they get the initial network and all that shit, after April 4th, the only thing that's going to be on Peacock for right now is going to be WrestleMania 1 through 37. And I think the pay-per-views from last year. A couple of the TV shows. That's it. You ain't getting shit else until August.
Yeah, I think they said they go play NXT, like they go post NXT day after shit like Hulu. How they do that.
NXT day after. So yeah, that's
they gonna do the same. They not and letting people know they are not gonna change anything with Raw SmackDown. You are going to get them shits late as fuck like you've been getting them. They let
you get the 30-day, the 30-day shit.
They let y'all nah. They still got to get their bread over there. Like, the other trap got to get their
30
bread.
days later. Yeah, so you getting it. But the thing is, if you got the network already, you sign up with them. I think it's like $2.99, but you're not getting the full network. So I guess you.
But my thing is, can you get discounted on any tier of the Peacock network? That would be my question. If I already
it's only two.
It's the free, it's the $4.99, and it's a $9.99 one, right?
Well, I ain't count the free one. I think everybody get the free. Once you sign up, you get the free one.
Right. Cause I think the $4.99 is what you'll be able to get.
$4.99, you get the network, but with ads.
The deal. So I was kind of like, oh man, and it kind of reminded me of just like a normal old cable box, like its format and everything when you go through the little channel guide or whatnot.
I mean, it's valid. I was on there to I forgot what I was watching. I think I set it up for my mom's when I was there. She wanted to watch her Chicago PDs and all of that such. She still get used to that shit. But I think I was just surfing it to see what it looked like. I mean, it's all right, but it's still gonna get something used to. But they said throughout the time, I think at least by next year, if not by the end of the year, most of everything should be on
August.
there. August, thank you.
August.
Yeah, everything should be on there.
August, the whole network should be on there. But my whole thing is,
I'm cool with that.
I didn't like the fact that with us being podcasters, we all know if you just switch the RSS feed over there, bro, everything will go there in 10 seconds. Like, why not just switch the RSS? All you gotta do is get them RSS feed to call it a day.
Do you think it's like more so of a waiting game to see how it's gonna pan out? Like, if people are going to even want to come over here. Are they waiting to see how the Mania turn out?
He's going to get the rights right back after like a certain time period. So Vince really did it like to a point where like he like kind of got over on everybody. Peacock too, you know. But the jacked up thing is it's like billionaire's gonna billionaire. Like with the network, wrestlers were already not getting like as big of royalties and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And now that it's with Peacock, it's like, man, they ain't getting nothing off the end of that deal, you know. So it's just like all Vince, like all Vince put into profit for the most part.
I mean, he's selling the brand. I mean, I was just kind of having this conversation with, you know, my people's earlier about title and versus being sold. I mean, Hustler's gonna flip at the end of the day. They're gonna flip
the thing about I don't know this wrestling, but the thing about versus being sold was like Tim and Swiss still like over everything.
That's true. That's very true.
The artists still getting paid, and then like they getting share stock in Triller, which they sold it to. So anybody that's on versus when they go on like the coming up, and I think the previous ones that have done.
I ain't say every trap move the same now.
No. I'm just explaining to people that don't know that once they get it, like once they get stock in Triller. So now you got this app that everybody uses for like all these up and coming rappers and stuff like that use to make their music videos on. And these niggas getting stock in this shit. So like if you on versus, you getting stock on it, and they're like, hey, yeah, this dope. Like I can eat off this years from now. Especially if you keep going.
I agree with this shit. I agree with
you. That's a good business. Like you could tell, like just like it's like a new school or like a new era of ownership where you have like certain like because like with certain rich, wealthy families like these white families who own like these large corporations and everything like. There gets a certain gap. Like you look at Tony Khan, you know what I'm saying? Like he definitely does business from like a new generation, like type of standpoint. You know, like when you look at a Vince McMahon who like fires people while they're having profit, like how he got put on blast in the Observer. So it's just like, how are you firing all these people during COVID and everything? And then you look at someone like a Tony Khan who, God rest in peace, like Brody Lee passes away and he's still looking over his son. You know, he got his son a job. He's constantly doing work, and people have been outraged about that. But I'm just like, man, he's doing the right thing by someone who worked for his company. You know what I'm saying? Other people would, my condolences, and that's what Vince would do. You know, like
Vince Dre, ain't ever did. I Care a Lot. You seen that Netflix movie? I Care a Lot. You seen the Netflix movie? I Care a Lot.
I saw the trailer for it. I know the premise. I ain't see it.
No spoiler though. But long story short, the beginning monologue was pretty much talking about how you really got to be a shark in this type of society of America, in this capitalist society. That's the type of people that are more so praised in those business worlds. You know what I'm saying? And NBC is one of those type of people. So when they see a shark like that, like Vince, who is about getting to the money, has a good product, knows how to sell it to people. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They'd rather go with that person who they've seen make money, you know what I'm saying, for years and is still here to this day, than the newcomer on the block with these new ideas, they would say. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they would look at events quicker than they would look at a Tony Khan. But we don't know that with whatever Tony Khan, if he becomes as innovative as we hope he would be with the place that he does. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be looking at him later on down the line. But right now, Vince has the ball right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only comparing Tony Khan because it brings me back to the verses.
Like, that's crazy.
It brings me back to the verses, how the people who are already on there before the deal are getting looked out for. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's very true. That's very true.
Like, you got these other people. You got Tony Khan looking out for people who passed away. You got these people on verses, even though Swiss and them got their money, they made sure everybody who was on it, who helped build the brand up, is taken care of, and the people going forward who are featured on it are getting shareholder or whatever too. So it's just like, bruh, not everybody's like that. Vince is just strictly for him and his his little circle, but not for the boys, who are
you got these shark capitalists, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, capitalists that have a heart. That's
really got to be said.
For me in America, you got capitalists who don't have a heart. You got capitalists who do.
And we talked about NXT, but we got to talk about a little bit about AEW, where not only Christian Cage debuted, but also the Sparkles debuted at AEW pay-per-view Revolution.
The Dream has no memory of that. Yes, see, I got the purple lights on. Dream has no memory of that.
I'll do the Men in Black flashlight right there, like bing. I ain't remember none of that.
You keep it tall though. I can understand why Omega was pissed off about that shit though, because it's like I was the face of this shit. Like I put my name on the line for this shit in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And you know Omega, when he's trying to be so, once again, another person trying to be so innovative with the game and shit like that. When somebody kind of pretty much, when you take what L on the cost of somebody else, you kind of got to quarterback that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take that for the team, and he did. But it's like, damn, man, this shit is they was shooting at him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as he did, man, that shit looked nasty, b. It looked nasty. Like if the fucking wide receiver drops the ball at the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback they still gonna find some way to blame the quarterback. It is what it is. But what it is.
I know a lot of people is expecting me to slander this, but I want to give flowers. Of course, the match was good, but even after that, one thing I do want to give AEW a lot of credit for, when they make mistakes, they really do a great job of. Well, they could do a better job if they put like the BTE on that stuff on TV. It would be better. But I like how they try to cover up their mistake. It was okay until Kenny was acting like a mook. But other than that,
it wasn't even just that, bro. It was that whole fucking segment, bro. Like even Don Callis, like they said a whole.
No. My point, I wasn't focused on the downside of it. I'm talking about positive. No, the reason why I'm saying that, I'm not talking about Kenny. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston deserves his flower. Eddie Kingston. During the match, I'm still giving his flower because anybody else wouldn't even sold it at all. They wouldn't. I don't think they would have been quicker on their feet. I really believe that. And then when I saw the promo, Eddie Kingston, I'm like, look at this man. He talked about it because of the explosive I passed. Like, of course, it's a reach, but it's still something. I've been watching wrestling for a while. We see mistakes like that, bro. There's no answers to. Like y'all said, the Men in Black switch hit. No, you're not going to do that. I saw that. It happened. Don't treat me like I'm stupid. Like what? We're not going to ignore that.
Like, that's what's happened. They was clowning it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, this is what y'all. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much know that this shit was trash and they calling it trash as they should. They were the one that was going to be blown up by it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like it was more of a trick. I do like I said, like it wasn't, I mean, like a solution, but like I said, from a wrestling fan watching wrestling so long, when somebody make mistakes in that area, I haven't seen it like fixed or acknowledged how it should have been. Like I really appreciate AEW for that. I really did. Like Lisa,
they unraveled it right they unraveled all of that in the same show. I can't give AEW no credit because they told them niggas to go out there and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this is your segment to go out here and we got whatever. Wild, like that was that them going out there to continue about the same shit we just heard at the beginning of the show was redundant. Just the fact of them coming out there to do it was redundant. Like even if it was a cool or whatever, it had no purpose. We just heard it at the beginning of the show. Like why we got to hear about it again?
I'm still giving Eddie Kingston props. The Kenny Omega shit was
no. They did their thing. I'm just saying AEW was like just for continue. Like why do another segment on the shit for what?
I agree. They just trying to cover up what they did. That was bad. That is a bad botch.
That's what I'm saying. They did.
That was a bad botch. I want to give y'all a Spirit Squad, but damn, that match was good though. Like I liked the match. I liked the match.
I know.
I liked the match. I ain't say it was great. I liked the match. Though.
It's not that great. Would you liked it like three times? So 3 likes equals a great for me. So whatever.
No, no, absolutely not. That is not how it works. No, it's not like and great. It's two different words.
I heard him say he's like this shit like 3 times. That means this shit was great. No, I thought the match was
the word man. Great could be used.
I need that fucking shirt. The shirt for the match. I need that shit ASAP. Matter of fact, I'm about to order that shit right now at AEWshop.com. Nah, that fucking it looked like one of those nice little old school type shits. You know what I'm saying, with the brick and the barbed wire. It looked like one of them just from the 90s.
Oh, you talking about that white barbed wire death match?
Yeah, they're promo
to cut that the other day, bro. That shirt is fire, bro.
That shit, I'm about to see if they still got sizes left, because that shit might be sold out. That shit was hard.
Ray
really
Phoenix
don't
and Pac. Ray Phoenix and Pac versus the Young Bucks. I'm all for
Rock
it.
La Familia. It's the Rock.
I'm all for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm all for
Rock.
it.
You see him throw up the diamond.
I didn't think they was gonna put Ray Phoenix and like the Nick Jackson in the same ring for a while, but I'm all for this match.
I ain't gonna lie though. When for AEW, when I was seeing Matt Jackson and Ray Phoenix booked, I was just like, they couldn't just give us Nick and Ray Phoenix too. Like, I'll fuck with Matt, but like, not like that though. Like, not like how I fuck with Nick. Nick is the one you need to be showcasing in singles matches.
Yeah, Matt is like the storyteller in a way. He's not that good at it.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. He been wilding.
I'm still Young Bucks fan.
Somersaults off the ramp and shit. Like,
God, AEW, you just overdoing it. The back, like, bro, your back problems is getting on my nerves now. You just, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes he's just overselling the back injury.
That nigga needs to sit out for a good year if his back is that fucking bad. Yo, his back is fucked up. His legs is fucked up. Like, my nigga, you gonna be out here looking like the nigga in all the cast from fucking SpongeBob and shit. Just what the walking glass nigga, bruh. That nigga got a new injury every storyline, bro. Like, goddamn. That's because them niggas wrestle in Jordan. That's probably why. Like,
I think I said it last episode, but I'm gonna say it this episode. I'm sick of Cody. It happened. I don't know how I got here, but I'm sick of Cody.
I always feel like that meme that be like, what Cody do?
No, I don't know. I'm just sick of. I ain't gonna lie. That Shaq thing still pisses me off. It still pisses me off. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I'm not gonna lie to nobody, yo.
The only thing that keep asking me about is if you tell us that we're gonna do a sport, if this is a sports type show, yes, Shaq is from sports, whoop-de-whoop, but y'all doing WWE type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is really straight up out of a WWE.
He actually did a great power bomb, bro. Like he actually did a great power bomb.
Table spot is all I remember.
And then out of nowhere, Cody just uppercut. I got so mad. I swear to you, I just left. Yo, I had to go back to the highlights to see what happened after, because I just left the room. Yo, I was like, yo, this dude is old school Triple H now. That's all he is. Like, how do you know stuff? And then you gonna crossbody Shaq and he supposed to be dead? Come on now. No, y'all trying to make this into a big thing. Like,
my bad, y'all. I was watching the game, bro. You know, I'm prepping for this weekend show.
I feel you, brother.
This Portland New Orleans game was live.
For real? Oh damn! I've been slipping on my pimping with the basketball, and I got a mad shit recorded too.
Gerard double working.
How you been with basketball? How Gerard been with basketball is literally how I've been with music, bro. I just been dead in just all day.
Think about my last. It's 11:39 where I'm at, bro. I was on a podcast earlier tonight before this one, and then I seen y'all live. I was like, oh, I gotta get on. Because I don't know if we booking tonight or not. I just gotta make sure I'm there just in case.
Oh no, I will let you know. I'll definitely let you know.
Then I got the game in the background. Dame had 48. I think 48 or 50. Zion had 28. Brandon Ingram had 30. Like,
Zion's trying to get it.
God, and Zion had a chance to win the game, bro. Like, just now. The score was 125
Pelicans,
124.
I cannot wait to see the Pelicans in the playoffs, dude. I really cannot wait. They are going to be
Boy,
exciting.
they gotta win some games. They ain't even in the
Bro, it's the second half, bro. It's the second half. Possibilities is endless in the second half of the year.
Man, Stan Van Gundy is not the guy. That nigga loses games too much. Put it like this.
True, that is
Put
true.
it like this. New Orleans was up 18 in the fourth. They lost by 1.
Y'all be right back.
All right, y'all. We gotta get to the closing
That's why
hours.
you're the basketball spot.
But yeah, man, go ahead. Let's rock. We get back. I'm good now.
But nah, AEW, I mean, that's it with Cody, bro. I kind of get what you're saying, because like I said, if I feel like you sell us on we're not going to be sports entertainment, and then you start giving us sports entertainment shit, like it's confusing as fuck to me. But that Cody. AEW, go ahead.
No, I'm just sick of Cody. Never mind. Keep going.
No, I feel you, bro. But I was gonna say, out of all of that, like the show was cool. You had Scorpio Sky versus Darby Allin, good match. But I'm just still mad they're not putting that belt on him. But we got a heel turn from Scorpio Sky, which was
did.
Cool. I was like, all right, this is cool, fresh. Let's see if he's gonna get some more TV time with this, because this man needs TV time and deserves TV time. That match was dope.
Scorpio Sky been on wrestling from the first time I seen the Scorpio Sky match was on that MVT wrestling Society X. Society X.
Okay.
I watched it.
I was only seeing my Ring of Honor, but nah, man, the dope match. I mean, Darby Allin came out with the win, but right after that, nigga Scorpio was like, man, fuck this shit. Put that nigga in the nastiest knee lock I seen, bro. That shit looked painful as hell, bro. Like he was not getting off that shit. But that happened. Matt Jackson versus Ray Phoenix was a solid match. You had the tension between Pac and Phoenix. I mean Pac and Nick Jackson. Hopefully we get that match next week. That would be fire. We had who was in a women's match today? In that day, was it? I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember. But then you had the War Council the War Council of the Inner Circle. Pretty much they was ready to Sami Zayn showed the video of them, pretty much all of us what we predicted of MJF trying to get them to turn on Chris Jericho, and showed the video. They turned on him.
Not to cut you off. You got pressed earlier with the no art the Jordan Devlin. You just called Sammy Guevara Sami Zayn.
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, put the split down. Put the split down.
I know Sammy my guy. So I know Sammy is my guy.
2-second timeout. No, 2-second timeout. Put it down, guy.
It's the peanut butter, brother.
The Spanish God. You talk about me. I feel like you trying to get back at me. The Spanish God.
Hey, wait, hold on. We're not gonna do that to El Generico. We're not gonna do that to El Generico. He is a saint. Anyways, I digress. Sammy Guevara showed the video and such like that. Obviously, we know he always got the hidden camera somewhere, but showed that they turned up. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, he tried to turn on Chris Jericho right there, and they said, "Fuck that." Whoop-de-whoop, get ready to jump him. And he was like, yo, what was the line he said? He would say something, because he was building his own. And the lights went out, and then we see.
I wasn't trying to take over your team. I was trying to build my own. Yeah.
Yes. And he brought out FTR, Warlow, because I was wondering where the fuck was Warlow.
Why Sean?
Where was Warlow?
Sean Spears is Steve McMichael.
Nah, he did one dude. You know the dude that came out with them?
Sean Spears deserves the Matt Carr part of the week for me. That's my Matt Carr part of the week. Bro.
What's the dude? What's his name? Something Dillon. He used to be with the Four Horsemen. Something Dillon. What's his name?
JJ Dillon.
JJ Dillon. That's who Sean Spears is. Think about it. The blonde hair. Come on, bro. Like, And they just brought the nigga, and they brought the nigga back around too. Like, I'm just saying, like, you can have your 4 horsemen and JJ Dillon.
No.
Who you want,
JJ
Warlow or
Dillon
Sean
was
Spears?
fire
Your
with
4
the 4
horsemen. You want Warlow or Sean Spears? Thank you. So he's gonna be
Warlow. What are you talking about?
Right. So
that's why I said Sean Spears is Steve McMichael, the nigga that had the poodle. You play football and he was carrying around the poodle. That is Sean Spears. Yo, Sean Spears is better than Stevie Michael. Let's not get twisted. But for this team, you don't. I'm sorry. You don't fit.
You gotta,
honestly,
you gotta step your shit up, son, bro. You gotta step your shit up. You gotta step it up a little bit. You gotta show us that you are more of a threat than without a chair.
Because this, you know I ain't gonna lie. I like Warlow in this. I like this. Yo, this team is fire. this team,
like,
low-key,
fuck 4 horsemen.
Other
these
than
niggas can build their own shit. For real. They don't gotta live in
Yo,
this.
you know it was funny, man, when JR threw the shade like one day we're gonna be saying Warlord's name first. I was like, yo. Like, yo, forget all these other fools.
See, that's
man.
that WWE mentality shit, man. These niggas be having hard-ons with these big ass niggas. Like, relax yourself. You a grown-ass man, bro. Chill. Like, damn, MJF is the guy. He's not the guy. Like, relax, my nigga. Like,
I think they said that because of the unrestricted. He real cool with Tony.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. JR is another nigga that been pissing me off on AEW. Can't wait for that nigga to get up out of there. I really can't wait for that nigga to get up out of there. But
look, JR is really a WWE guy. You gotta remember when he was on WCW, nobody cared about JR.
No.
Nobody cared. So he's back where nobody cares about him. Because he's on that damn station. He's on WCW 2.0. If you put him back on WWE, it's gonna be golden. This is how it goes.
I think he low-key wants to be, bro. The way he just
I feel that
nigga like the product. Like he like
I'm
who
only
he
here
like.
Vince won't let me work over there.
He like who he like, and he damn near would take them niggas to WWE if he could.
Let's think about it, bro. Even if you don't bring them back full time. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
I'll never forget. That's my fault, Gerard. Go ahead.
If you're gonna bring JR back, just bring him back and let him do 2 or 3 matches on a pay-per-view.
Let him do your real big match, but the guys that he loved, and then you know what I'm saying, let Excalibur and Taz and the rest of them niggas do their thing, and Tony Schiavone, let them do their thing, bro. Like, I do not like JR no more, bro. I've been so past him. Like, it's so many other niggas that bro now.
JR really ain't got shit to live for no more. His wife done passed away, bro. I don't think his heart really in it no more.
Damn,
bro. Like,
Gerard, that's a little.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. See what he's saying, bro. You really
I hear you, but bro, damn,
bro. Like, unless it's some niggas he really fuck with, he has no passion in it.
I always say that.
He low-key be clowning niggas, dog, bro. He low-key be clowning.
I said that. That's what I said. Your home just ran. He don't fuck with you. He's slandering you.
Yo, straight up.
I honestly think, hey, give him his podcast and just do that, bro. Like, do that, bro. And
give him his podcast. Just he should do a Raw talk, like AEW style of a Raw talk, because he would be great telling them straight up, like, you're not that good to me.
Yeah, I can't wait when JR does like that, to get his real like take on everything. His shoot interviews is gonna be golden, bro.
Who, JR?
JR's yeah,
they're gonna JR. Cause you can see it now. That's why I agree with Gerard. Just go on your Jim Cornette wave real quick.
not even the Jim Cornette wave. Cause I think Jim Cornette just be doing shit.
Well, no, what I meant, not go that far. I meant like, but just slander a little bit.
Just do your thing. Like, you can go on your podcast. You can talk about WWE. You can talk about AEW. You can talk about anybody you want to talk about.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
And
people gonna listen to you because you're Jim Ross.
You're Jim Ross. You can do whatever. You probably can make more money doing your podcast than doing this shit.
That is a fact, bro. But who knows? Tony Khan might be just paying him, honestly.
That too, but like I said, bro. If you know he don't care about the product. Fool. Don't put him on commentary because he's not gonna give you 100% of what we have known to love, bro. As
No, I
JR, he's
agree.
not gonna give
I
you
agree.
100%.
I agree. And then
He's
what's
not gonna
crazy
give you
because
that.
Tony Schiavone is starting to get back in his WCW bag, which making it
See,
feel
that's the
like
thing. So,
WCW.
Like, I fuck with
see,
Tony.
I'm a huge
I've
fan of
always
Tony
fucked with
right
Tony.
now.
But I was a fan of Tony over there, like in the old WCW days, because he was their color commentator. But I feel like you can't have the same two on the same. You can't have two of them.
Yeah, it's like having two friends that's buddy in the class, while the other two niggas in the group in the class are trying to work, and they over there making jokes and shit like, "Oh yeah, these motherfuckers doing this shit. Yeah, 2 + 2 = 7, whatever, nigga." And they started talking back to their bullshit, like clowning all the niggas in the class and shit. That's what him and Tony be doing. I swear to God, that's how I look at this shit. They really need to be like, "Yo, man, fuck this shit, bro. What y'all doing later, man?" Where you see these fucking nerds in this class, like, fuck these niggas, bro.
Me and Marcus took chemistry together for a semester, bro. And that was literally all it was, bro. Like the teacher didn't know we was cool and had our assigned seats next to each other.
Yo, dead ass. That was me and my man Deezy in English 3, bro. Right in the back, just they didn't even think, yo, we wildin'.
We ain't even in the back, bro. We in the front. We
acting up.
It's over.
That's when you really bold if you wildin' in the front. You real bold.
Nigga, we didn't care.
Fuck this class. You see that I don't give a fuck about this class. I'm right
and
here.
we still, and then you trying to figure out how we still passing. We don't pay attention to class. Nigga, bitches take notes. Right. Hey, let me get your notes.
Turn your mic up.
That's how you get to cool up with the shorty in study hall. Like, what's up, shorty? Notes.
No, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. No, we about to close up because y'all getting me in my bag now. No, hot TNT. What is your hot take or hot trash from last week of wrestling?
Hot take. I believe Daniel Bryan will be added into the WrestleMania match between Edge and Roman Reigns.
Which would be fire.
Only reason why I feel like we can't get past even though they're not really even touching on anything from 2016 of that Royal Rumble or anything, but just how Daniel Bryan is approaching Roman Reigns and this little mini feud for Fastlane. It feels like Mania type shit. Like just Friday, bro. The faces and reactions. He had Roman looking like Al Jarrett looking right now. He had Roman looking like that at the table. He was like, yeah, because Daniel Bryan was like, well, if I'm going to be at the table, I can be at the head of the table. If I'm the head of the table, that means I can be the head of the family. I'm a nice guy. Maybe the family will love me. Yo, and this nigga Roman was like, yo.
He said the head shrinkers will love me. I said, oh, Daniel Bryan battling him. Oh wait,
and the fact that he can bring the same energy to Edge, like he can bring that same energy to Edge. Like your story is no different than mine. I have the same admirations you do. You know what I'm saying? I want to close out on my own terms too. So you're not about to just steamroll over me.
Same neck injury, everything, bro. This
like I want that elimination chamber
fire, bro.
Like
this is like SmackDown booking is ridiculous. SmackDown to me is literally competing with NXT. Like they don't have the takeover settings, obviously, but the booking wise, like weekly, I love SmackDown booking. Like I love it.
Like AEW, I think they would take the easy route and try to compete with Raw, but they was real about that shit. They would try to compete with SmackDown.
They was
because SmackDown got Fox.
I'm not even gonna hold you. They would get smoked. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold
We're
you.
on Fox,
bro. Almost every week, unless they do like a crazy match, I'm tuning in to SmackDown, bro. Low key, when I watch SmackDown, I don't have a lot of bathroom breaks.
That's facts.
I smoke right there. I ain't going outside.
That's my hot take. I think he's definitely going to be at I think this is not going to be the last we see of Daniel Bryan after this Fastlane match. I think we'll definitely be seeing him in the WrestleMania match.
No, I'm gonna let you.
And I'll say my hot trash of the week. Shit. The Miz not even being able to break a guitar on Bad Bunny's back. Yo, like,
oh my god, bro.
You couldn't even break a guitar on Bad Bunny.
I was disgusted.
Like, you know how many guitars have been shattered in wrestling?
And you
like
botched,
obliterated. And you couldn't even break one over literally a regular motherfucking dude. And you see why niggas don't respect the gangster in fucking wrestling, nigga. Like, you just don't understand. Like, this is it right there, nigga. You can't even swing a fucking guitar right. Like, that nigga Elias would have destroyed that. He would have sent Bad Bunny back to the fucking Grammys with that shit.
Miz, you started a new trend on We Wrasslin. I forgot you. That was horrible.
Bro, I seen that shit last night. I was like, let me rewind this shit. Did that shit break? Hell no. Like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. I know that shit hurt like a
activities. No, before I ask Gerard, I do want to say, going back to something you did say earlier with the fast lane, that I see what you're saying, because I think Edge, obviously, I think Edge is going to be Uso, and I think at Fastlane, Edge is going to, get involved, which will make the triple threat match.
Because I definitely believe that Daniel Bryan, I missed the last two SmackDown, but I know I see the clip of him definitely they was all in the ring, kind of like hashing out some shit, if I'm not mistaken. It was Edge, Daniel Bryan, and Roman. I believe I didn't. Why I seen the clip, but I don't remember.
Yeah, but the ending of that SmackDown ended with Daniel Bryan with a running knee to Edge face.
Yeah, that shit is happening.
That's why I said Edge beats Uso, and then he spears Bryan, and then
man, when Edge told Daniel Bryan that he was better than Daniel Bryan,
boy.
What?
Like
what?
Where? In what world?
Do you believe in
a
parallel universe?
Where was Wanda living? That motherfucker living in Westview.
Yo, shout out to Rashad from Rare Form Grayman Facebook group. Go join that. He's wilding. He definitely said Edge was better. He think Edge is better than Daniel Bryan. I'm gonna save that for the next episode, just to let y'all know. Another segment will be 1-on-1 where I compete too, and boy, like Austin and Stone Cold and stuff like that. But Daniel Bryan and Edge, I gotta find somebody that is on Edge side.
If this is anybody else other than Edge, that was like a WWE guy, I probably could argue. But Daniel Bryan, please, boy. And I'm fake Canadian.
Gerard, what is your hot TNT?
What Corey said is definitely one.
Yeah, that's my
trash of the week.
Shame me and Braun. The whole story is trash.
Nickelodeon. My hot take for the week is something I said earlier, bro. I don't think the women need tag team titles in NXT.
I'm not mad about it though.
Or on the main roster. So I don't think the titles are needed.
Would you substitute it for a singles title?
On NXT, yes. On the main roster, nah, because you're not even using the women anyway. Like,
yeah, I think the main roster, they can still have women's matches without a title. That is very true. You got 3 fucking hours once again. 3 fucking hours. And you always want to put these motherfuckers in tag team matches. I agree.
Right. So because my whole thing with the NXT with the tag team titles, period. If you made a women's tag team titles, what was the point of parading them to NXT? If you just gonna get the match interrupted and then, hey, let's just give them their own titles and call it a day. Like,
that was a waste of time.
It didn't make sense. A waste of time. And if anybody sees Kenny Ken in the group, make sure y'all tell them I said, because I've told them already multiple times. The storyline was trash then, and it's still trash now.
Which one?
Which one?
The tag team title, the women's tag team titles going to NXT.
Okay, yeah,
When
Oh yeah, that was
y'all
horrible.
y'all know how we booked it, and I told y'all this is how it should happen, and it didn't happen like that, and I called it trash that night. And Kenny was like, "Don't you peep it? They gonna wrestle at WrestleMania, and then we get this shit." No, Kenny, they're not wrestling at WrestleMania. They're not even.
You know, it's crazy.
No, it's not happening.
I was on Kenny's side too. I was on Kenny's side. I agree. I was agreeing with that too, because I was like, I thought that was gonna happen also, but like you said, they fucked that shit up. But I will say, I will give myself a little pat on the back. Some people probably predicted this also, but I kept saying after that after War Games, once Raquel pinned Io Shirai, I said that's the woman that's taking the title off of her. It didn't matter who else came in. That was the woman who was going to take that title off of her. Because I said they were going to do some extra shit.
Rhea Ripley, that's when I said that.
That was like they're going to do some extra shit to build her up. You know what I'm saying? Just to so that she's, you know what I'm saying, like she's a threat, you know, a real threat. Obviously, they gave her the Dusty Classic, gave her some accolades, whoop-de-whoop. And then next thing you know, Io pulls up on her after the Tony win, which was another dope match, and said, "Yo, I'll beat you." You know what I'm saying? It's like it was culminating, and you know she's taking that title off of her. You know she's taking that title off of Io.
Do y'all see Daniel Bryan
with Gonzalez winning the War Games match
to the main event?
Wait, what did you say, Frass?
No, I was just going off of saying it started with Gonzalez her winning the War Games match.
Not dead ass, bro. What did you say, Dre? My bad.
Oh no, man. I kind of backtracked. I was just thinking. You think Daniel Bryan's like putting himself in position again to like force himself into that main event of WrestleMania?
It's not
like a three-way.
I don't think it's a force. It's more so
I
like
force because like Edge winning the Royal Rumble, he should get his one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? But there've been times where they just like, all right, forget it. The Benoit, where he won, and then Shawn Michaels was added to the match. Then you got
that was a fire match, though.
It was.
But no, I agree with Dre saying though. I
hear what he's saying. I hear what he's saying, but I just want to recognize what happened though still led to a great match. Mm-hmm. I think Benoit's great, but Benoit versus Triple H is not better than Benoit versus Shawn Michaels.
Right, and then the same thing with
Edge versus Roman ain't better than Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman.
But I did like
do you add Jey Uso to the mix or what?
No.
I think KO still needs his. I think KO still needs his one-on-one with him.
All y'all said that was so quick.
No. Leave my boy out of it. You know why I said that. I've been begging KO to get out of this picture. Top 5 dead or alive, and you treat him like that.
But remember I told you on the last one, I was like, it started with Jay. It should end with Jay. Remember, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I think he's going to be at Mania. KO versus.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I don't.
And I think that's when the other Usos is going to return. Oh my God, KO better not lose that either. Oh my gosh.
But what I was about to say, it was a thing that Daniel Bryan said where he was like, I wrestled the most matches this year, and you know what I'm saying. And on top of putting so many people over, that nigga deserves to be at WrestleMania.
Facts, bro. And look at man,
deserves to be there.
Come back from a
career Royal Rumble. Shit.
Too, but he doing the journeyman. You know what I'm saying?
At the age he's at, come on, at the space he's in his life where he's talking about 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and I'm doing all of this shit, and I'm still wrestling multiple matches. Like, come on, man, you got
everybody over too, from Kofi to Cesaro to Nakamura to Jey Uso. He's making stars, bro. Dan Bryan been making stars, man.
So yeah, I love that, and he kept it funky though.
Speaking of that, Rick,
Dre, what's your hot TNT though? What's your hot TNT?
Oh,
my fault. My fault, bro. You finished. No, you finished. No, go ahead. Finish.
Nakamura, Seth Rollins, please, if you're not gonna make Nakamura and Seth Rollins and Cesaro be the WrestleMania match, or make it a 3-way match, bro, like please put that on my
Oh,
TV.
three-way. No, yo, this is not OE booking. Hello.
My bad.
Y'all wildin'. This is
sorry.
not gonna be a three-way. What are y'all doing?
My
Yo?
bad.
Stop it.
My bad. I'm just saying. Did you see it
What
on
are you
SmackDown?
doing, yo?
Oh my god!
I saw it.
I
saw it.
That's
Bro, once I saw Shinsuke look at Seth, fire.
Right. on top of Seth still wanting to get retribution, no pun intended, on Cesaro for keep putting him in fucking swings, embarrassing him and all that shit.
See,
and
but
then
that's
just
what I'm
a friendly
afraid.
competition of Nakamura and Cesaro.
I hope SmackDown proves that they are that much better than Raw when it comes to writing, because I have a feeling like see Seth destroy Nakamura to help push the Cesaro and Seth thing. I hope I'm wrong, because that's usually like a typical WWE thing.
Damn,
but
I'm
I don't.
mad
I
you
want
said that
Nakamura and
to
Seth
now, man.
to exactly. But I'm hoping since it's SmackDown and they have showed that we're not, we do shit a little different over here. I'm hoping, it leads to something else. I'm hoping we don't see the typical Shinsuke gets destroyed. But remember, he loves surfing, so this might take me out for 2 months. Yeah, this might, yeah. You might get a curve stump on the steel steps. Yeah, Shinsuke's out for 2 months.
That nigga trying to be surfing in Tampa. Fuck is you talking about? He ain't trying to miss out on this Mania bag. Shit, he ain't stupid now. Came to America for that bag.
I wouldn't mind seeing that match, bro. But go ahead, Dre. Get your hot tea on.
I'm with you, Jay. I'm with you, bro.
We'll talk about that on OE.
Threat would be, yeah, I was about to say.
Real quick, man, moment of silence, y'all. Not a moment of silence, but I just want y'all to be quiet for a minute. Yo, this episode, every episode, we got to dedicate to the homeboy Dustin Ryder, man. I hope you a speedy recovery, man, and Godspeed on your healing, my brother, man. So we out here, we all praying for you constantly, man. Man, as far as a hot take, bruh, I thought I was gonna give Kenny Omega the Matt Carr part for that crazy segment, but bruh, Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon said, "Hold my beer," and they somehow managed, dog. That was worse than the atrocious line, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, but man, being a college graduate and just being around the college crowd.
That's what you took the words right out of my mouth, bro.
Being around around white people too, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's like their sense of humor.
That's that American Pie comedy.
That's how they joke. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, National Lampoon type comedy shit.
Hold my IPA t-shirts coming soon.
They want to be more like, I ain't gonna say like homophobic, you know what I'm saying? But
nah. I agree with you totally. Like, I've watched a lot of that type of shit growing up, and like I said, I've been in that same spaces too. I see that type of you remember the fucking skit from Killing Them Softly with Dave Chappelle when he was talking about the college students playing too fucking crazy and shit. Like, that's them. That's how they get down. That don't mean we do. That's how they get down. You know what I'm saying?
Raves is crazy.
They find some funny shit in that, but we don't.
That Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon, they need to just cancel that, bro. Like,
it's gonna be. Shane gonna be the one that's gonna end up jumping off that fucking.
Yo, Braun Strowman had worst match of the year last year with the Fiend, and then he had something else which was like just terrible. And it's like, bro, you're about to put him right back in that same box because this program is so ugly, bro. This program is worse than the booking for Sasha and Bianca Belair. I hate the tag team rematch. I hate them being a tag team to begin with, bro. Like,
first of all, like I said in the other prediction, they should have pulled the trigger on this earlier when they first tried to do this. When they first had this tag team match, they should have did that. That made no sense.
Oh man, I think
SmackDown tripping.
I do want to give some shout out to Apollo Crews stepping this shit up, yo. I mean, he's getting on the he's in
the still.
You know, fast lane. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it, bro.
My brother, you got to put the still.
Even bringing his accent out and shit. I'm like, all right, yo, fuck it. We going all the way with it. Straight Nigeria on these motherfuckers. Fuck it. We out here. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's fire. I rock with it.
But I'm happy that they, you know what I'm saying, he's getting the title pictures now and shit like that. It's like a serious picture, not just some like just to, you know what I'm saying, move on to some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Helping Big E fully get that serious character. That's why I'm loving it, man.
If this
I gotta get this
ultimate match at Mania for the
IC
IC title.
Great in wrestling right now.
So do we see a multi-man match for the IC title at Mania if Big E wins this shit?
Oh, we actually kind of called this. I remember this. Remember we saying it could be a multi-man match, and then we did say Seth, Cesaro, Shinsuke,
Nakamura, all of them.
That's Shinsuke.
All them.
We said Sammy, and then it would make sense. Apollo. Yo, that match would be crazy, bro. That is a workhorse match.
What was that? WrestleMania 30.
That is a workhorse match.
The joint that was outside, the one Daniel Bryan won.
Yeah,
that shit.
Yo, that is a workhorse match, bro.
WWE got Roman Reigns versus Edge. Now AEW got Omega versus Christian. Do you think Tony was just being petty with that, in a sense,
Nah, because most people outside of WWE look at Christian as a very solid or very good main champion because of his stint in TNA and such like that.
I think they could have waited.
Bring him over here just to put him with just anybody. I guess if this is your big signee, I mean, you got to put him in a big picture. You know what I'm saying? If that's where you're gonna start him at is one of your big signees. I'm not about to put him against fucking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Not one of them mid card niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe later down the line that's gonna happen, but you got to start him up if you're gonna hype him up. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't Paul Heyman take a shot at this shit the other night?
Yeah, he did.
What'd he say?
That's why he's like, that's why you're Christians of it was a bar too. I'm mad at him because he didn't just say, he was just like, that's why your Christians crossed over. Some shit. I was like, yo, Paul just said a battle rap verse. Yo, he was spitting, bro. I'm mad. Oh my gosh, WWE copyright, y'all. I can't play. I swear I will play the clip. Because he definitely said something like that, bro. He said you should be scared, Edge. You just like he said just like
here you go.
all your
Christians.
Oh, there you go.
He said, Edge, your best friend in the world knew he was going to become Roman Reigns' target just to get in your head. So what did he do? He ran away before Roman Reigns could target him. How many of your Christians need to convert before you realize it's not hard to piss off Roman Reigns? You, Edge, have pissed off Roman Reigns, bro.
Hit him with that Cortez.
Bobby Heenan. Thank you, I appreciate that. Bobby Heenan will forever be my favorite manager in the world. But goddamn, Paul Heyman is good. That was a good. If that was on the URL app, I would have maxed out on reaction. Are you kidding me? That was fire.
You know Paul be listening to his rap shit, bro. You know Paul he
Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns don't
got his ear to
be
the streets
together, yo. They do not need to be together. This is ridiculous. This is like overkill on anybody they're going against. This is like, who's going to compete with that, bro? You can't compete with Roman and Paul Heyman.
Bro, see, it's such a good combination that it's like, even though you see them starting to do good work with Cesaro and Nakamura and everything, it's just like, dang, like, when do you shut Roman Reigns down? Because right now it's like it's too good to stop right now.
The thing is, though, it's like I think they're at a point where it's like they're not even picking up that piece of paper to even ask that question right now.
I was about to say, Dre. I
feel you because
not even Dre. I think at business meetings somebody raised their hand and said that, and Vince kicked him out.
Yeah, like
Vince said, "Get out! You're fired! You're fired!" Yeah.
Coffee on that nigga.
You're fired.
My hours are from 9 to 5, nigga.
What you would say something about? Man, they about to get Nakamura right and everything, and then it's like, nah. Like Roman's too hot right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was happy with Biggie being in the U.S. title
right now.
I was happy for Biggie to just stay in the U.S. title right now, because like, man, Biggie's starting to get his own footing, but man, it's just Roman's time right now. Like, yeah, he's on point right now.
Yeah, it's undeniable. It's like, and I can't be mad at it right now. Like, I cannot. Like,
but
no motherfucker from Nebraska can tell me shit about Roman right now.
Even then, bro. Even now, like if you're looking at it, bro, like Roman don't wrestle on SmackDown. He only wrestle on pay-per-view. Bro, just show up.
And that's how real champions move, bro. That's how real.
On the TV like 10 minutes.
Yo, Roman is doing what a lot of people, like fans, not us, because we kind of understood it, but like the people that kind of don't understand, Roman is doing what they wanted from Brock. Like just show up.
Show up.
That's all we want you to do is show up. You have our main title. We want to see the title. We just want to see you on TV talking shit. Bro, like you said, Roman don't wrestle.
I still think it was a method to the madness of what Brock and
No, listen. That's why I said what I said at the beginning. I said we understand, but there's the regular fans that vent about that. That was the main
Nebraska
complaint about Brock.
Them. They don't understand shit. They be in their feelings all the time. Let them stay in Nebraska and be mad. But
the marks.
The Nebraska niggas, bro. But nah, bro. I think it's with Roman is definitely what we needed. I mean, obviously, you heard Edge. He spoke on that shit too. But I mean, just what Roman's doing right now, like you said, once you brought up that he doesn't wrestle on SmackDown, it just reminds me of what most like heel champions try to do, where they're like, I try to keep the title away from you so long, but we're gonna end up having a match on a fucking Raw or something. Something's end up happening like that in these days. But Roman, you ain't seeing me till it's time to pay for that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, and honestly, personally, even babyface, like low key, that's what I like from champions. Like when you're the top champion,
real box office.
Show up. But no, bro, the only time you should be out here really scrapping, is pay-per-view when you're the main event. I even feel that way when babyfaces hold titles. Not saying they should do it like Roman do, obviously. You should hype it, talk, show your appearance, but don't wrestle like that. You're the top dog. Like you're in the position where everybody's
a fighting champion now. Everybody's a fighting champion.
Yeah, but be a fighting champion fighting at every pay-per-view. Like nigga, I don't need you don't have the United States unless you're doing that. The mid-carders, yes, that fit. Your open title. When John Cena, that made sense. Like open title. You're making that title a workhorse, the prestige, like next level. You're proving why you should be on the big dog level.
Yo,
that's why I don't like the main champion fighting. Like, why are you doing that?
Yo, so we know Roman Reigns and Edge and whoever else to be added, if so, that's guaranteed locked in the main event. What do you think is going to be the main event for the other night? Do you think it's going to be Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, or do you think it's going to be Sasha and Bianca? Because there's been a lot of talk that's going to be Sasha and Bianca.
I said that, but not two SmackDowns is not main event in the pay-per-view.
It's the WWE Championship is main eventing night 1. The Universal Championship is main eventing night 2.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
They still live in a patriarchal lifestyle up there. It's women's empowerment, but it's still a patriarchal society up in that office. It's the men are going to close that show out.
They are not closing WrestleMania with a women's match until they do Becky and Ronda.
Yeah, until Becky come back, that's not. I feel you, bro. Until Becky come back,
Becky and Ronda, like.
I
love Sasha, bro. I love Sasha, but
that's what I'm thinking they do that because they already had the other women. You know what I'm saying? On a main event.
No, it's not going to happen. Especially when Roman. Roman is main eventing.
Like that was a moment in time. Like everybody wanted Becky in the main event. You know what I'm saying? Like Sasha. It sounds good for her to be in the main event, and it will be amazing for her to be in the main event. But is she the main event? No, she is not.
Put it like this: if I was booking this shit, Sasha, Charlotte, Bayley, Becky. If I'm gonna put them in if I'm gonna make the women the main event, It has to be that
that fatal four
for a title. Like it has to be that.
Has to be.
And that's the only way I want to see it.
Or unless you finally pull the trigger on the 4 Horsemen versus 4 Horsemen, but I think that's kind of dead in the water by now.
Yeah,
but
bro, do the chicks even still wrestle in NXT?
They still do. They still there.
The build up that they've been going on with it.
Oh, do they wrestle?
Oh nah, I think one of them was injured for a while too. I think it was was it Roddy's girl, Jessamine Duke. I think she was injured for a while, but they haven't been wrestling. To answer your question though, no, they haven't been wrestling. But that's why I say I think it's dead in the water with that. But like I said, I think that's gonna be it. But really, any program that Becky comes back for, if it's the big program, like that's gonna be a main eventing something. If it's what I'm saying around Mania season, what I'm saying. But other than that, it's gonna be Roman and what I'm saying Edge, what I'm saying asterisk Daniel Bryan if it happens. And then the other night, Bobby versus Drew, because that has to happen. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting Brock and Bobby. We're going to get Drew and Bobby.
Well, what if they give us Brock, Drew, and Bobby? Oh, my gosh.
I mean, yo, you know how many fucking...
Yo, I'm about to kick him out. He's wilding.
No, dead ass. If you're talking about bringing new subscribers to Peacock on WrestleMania night, you know how many people watch you know about Brock Lesnar? They going to be like, oh, that motherfucker is in... Oh, he's in WrestleMania. I'm about to watch this shit.
Of course, it sounds fantastic, but it's
I'm just saying. I'm only putting it on the asterisk because that's their. This their
that's
big
why
premiere.
It sounds fantastic.
Because it's the big premiere. That's all. It's the big premiere on NBC. Like that
makes a lot. All right, let's get to the negative before I get to the positive because I am a positive person. Before we pick our wrestler of the week, you already know what it is. Who is your Matt Card part of the week? Yes, it's an official segment. Who is Matt Card part of the week?
Braun Strowman. They made that man look even worse. Like
Nickelodeon.
Like even worse, bro. Like, ain't no Shane McMahon to make you look like a loser, bro. Of all niggas, like you like all the shit that Roman did to you, you still look like a monster. Now you're just at the point that Shane McMahon is out here making you look like a fucking fool.
Yo, in a quick hot take that because I ain't say one. Yo, bro, you know how it's hard. Like a lot of people can be heels. They need to play heels. Heels is easier. Yo, low key, Braun is better as a babyface than the heel.
But the thing is, what the fuck is he right now? He'll be babyface.
No, and that's what Ari, and that's what I'm getting
in that big show back.
Ari, that's what I'm getting at. Ari, I think they know Braun is better as a babyface, but he's being booked on Raw to make him a babyface again.
Bro, he's turning into the new Big Show.
That's the problem.
He turns
right?
He's Big Show.
Turn your mic up.
Every fucking wrestling quarter, he's a heel or babyface. They don't know what the fuck to do with this dude.
Wait till I get my sound.
He's a very
y'all deserve.
He looked like he's a very dope dude, very cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But when we see him as that monster, he's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, pick what y'all want to do with, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all gonna go full force, go for it for a year and see how it really plays out. But y'all switch it up by the time it's for the next big show. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, man, Braun straight buried old boy who was in that Fight Club, that big dude.
Davocado.
We have not seen dude since Braun has smoked him in that underground thing. I'm like,
what this will be an extra hot take. Hot take. Shane brings him back to help him defeat Braun Strowman. This ain't Kevin Owens. This ain't The Undertaker. This ain't Miz. It's fucking Braun Strowman at the end of the day. And you're an old fucking man.
He gonna need him.
That's why that'll be my hot take. That'll be my other. But yeah, that's definitely my car park of the week. Braun fucking Strowman. I feel like I might got some.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna put Shane with them though, because man, Shane was the worst Shane promo I ever seen from him.
You would have just put the whole segment in there. We put the whole segment in there. Program,
I'm not. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm not.
It's like how they did the Bailey. This is your life. They killed that whole. We killing this whole segment. That shit was trash, all over. Producers, everybody that had to do with that. Y'all definitely need to get. I don't know however Vince punishes y'all. You feel like he whip y'all with like a whipping stick or some shit and like some type of shit. Like I feel like them niggas get lashes or some shit like that, bro. I don't know what the fuck goes on in Connecticut. Frass, you need to be our correspondent, bro. You need to get your Alex Jones on WWE head.
Hold on. Relax.
Frass need to go get his Jones on.
Hold on. I prove my status. You better tune into the slump cam. Don't do that. You don't do that. Relax.
Fresh.
Tell you, bro. You need to get the exposes.
What part
first,
of Connecticut are you in, bro?
Hartford.
Okay. I found a spot up there that I want to come visit. I was trying to see how close it was.
Where? I mean, we not as big as
I'm going to Dansbury.
I hear about that spot. I always hear about Dansbury. Is it a cool spot out there? Like, was it like some nice little?
Dansbury got this thrills place I want to go to. It's like a I want to say it's like y'all got a Sky Zone up there or some shit like that. You ever heard of this shit?
Yeah,
it's like that. But they got like trampolines, trapeze.
And we got a couple of those. Yeah, we got a couple of
thrills. It's called Thrills. It's in Dansbury. I want to go up there. It's in Connecticut. So I'm probably gonna make it happen.
The headquarters?
Let me know. You know what I mean? You'll be safe.
Hey, that's all I need.
I'm just going to jump on some trampolines, brother. Trying to jump on some trampolines, brother.
I'm trying to make.
Ever been to the WWE headquarters being out there?
Yeah, I've been out there plenty of times.
So you know the Frass here live. We
Oh man, yo, nah, they'll arrest me. You already know they'll arrest me if I go in there and act up.
Get in the lobby, they be like, no.
I'm gonna walk in there like Norworld and shit. I got all the answers.
They be like, all right, true. I thought this was money in the bank.
Right, that's what I'm gonna do. My big ass, you know, Vince gonna say that. Damn, R-Truth, you gained some weight there.
Yeah, I'm arguing double for the new movie I was doing. Yeah, I thought there was money in the bank. Yeah, did I get the part right? Yeah, let me go over here.
No, I just shake my dress with my head down. Vince gonna be like, Booker?
They're gonna be like, Reginald.
Not even. I'm gonna take even further. I'm gonna be like, I'm just shake my dress and wear a tank top.
Oh shit!
God damn, Mark Henry, it's good to see you, Mark. It's good to see you.
Booker T though on some real shit though.
Fresh, I got an idea. I'm not gonna put it on the show. I'm gonna inbox it to you. So you know.
Oh yeah, let's go. I'm with the shit. I'm with the shit.
It'll be the best thing in the world.
I'm with the shit.
We wrestling.
Turn my mic up.
But my man car part
see that.
The rest of these folks shit.
Yeah, so it seemed like this was the first Matt car part of the week, ladies and gentlemen. It was super successful. We all agree.
Very successful.
Braun Strowman, you're the Matt car part of the week. So let's get to the good side of things. The wrestler of the week, the wrestling of the week. Who is the wrestler of the week? Who y'all got? Wrestler of the week.
Wrestler of the week. So we go from
last week. We go last week to Monday.
Last week to Monday. That includes Revolution.
No, actually, no. Leave Monday out of it because we go week by week. So yeah, last week.
That includes Revolution.
Revolution. Absolutely. Everything that happened last week of wrestling. Everything. New Japan, AAA. I don't care what Mexico.
Shit, man. Tough coming off that NXT and Revolution, man.
If we going last week with Revolution included, you gotta give it to the street fight, bro. That was probably my favorite cinematic matchup outside of the Undertaker AJ Styles, bro. Like it was.
It says wrestler.
I feel you though. But if I go wrestler, I'm stuck between Finn. And it's really not even over dead ass, no bias. Like between Finn and Kenny, like they had the most intriguing things I've seen this week between the barbed wire match and the Finn versus Adam Cole, like and just them being the winners. I guess I go with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's tough, man. I guess I 1A, 1B. But if I had to go, I guess I go Kenny because it's just, you know what I'm saying, that was a crazy main event. You know what I'm saying?
Dre, who you got?
Who you got, Dre? I'll go after Dre.
Since all right, if we going by that perspective, I got to go with Finn, man, because it's just consistent. All of his matches have been like that.
Give my nigga Kenny that credit.
Gritty. Just gritty, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I mean, yo, Kenny was right up there too, bro. I liked that match.
That's what I say. You see, I'm torn. I was torn.
I liked that match, bro. Like, dang, bro. Like that whole little. That's what I'm mad about. Is about like no one's talking about how good the match was. Everybody's just caught up on the botch at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just like
that was the last thing you saw.
Over. You know what I'm saying?
What? You know what it gives me feels of? You remember Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns last man standing match?
I said that. I said that, Gerard.
Good.
I said that, Gerard.
With the key.
I said that, Gerard.
And motherfuckers forget the match was fire.
And nobody can say nothing to me because I slandered them. I got on WWE for doing that botch. So honestly, to be real with y'all people, I went tougher on the Roman and Kevin Owens match than I let y'all with y'all little sparkling ending. So all y'all AEW fans, relax.
And I told you too, because you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say, a lot of people are like mad about the sparkling, but they still talk about the match like equally with the shit. And like you said with Finn Balor, I feel like they really are kind of trying to overlook what he's doing at NXT. And I don't know if it's just because he's on NXT. If they're doing that, or they remember the old shit that they're not tuned in or whatever. But he is just on. He's like, once again, that man is on another level right now, bro. Like every match is heat. Like he hasn't had a dud yet.
I hate to switch up on Finn, man, because I'm really loving Finn's work right now, and that's who I personally was arguing with y'all for Wrestler of the Year last year. I thought he kind of deserved it, but now that I'm really taking everything into account, I kind of got to go with Kenny Omega. Just for the simple fact that, like, man, Kenny Omega right now, like, he doesn't have his New Japan roster, so he hasn't been having those style of matches. But at the same time, it shows that he's able to work a whole another style of matches. You know what I'm saying?
He can meet them in their department at least. You know, I feel
it opens up his versatility, and then I take into account like the risk that was put into. You know what I'm saying? Like there's risk when you put in an unknown factor like this death match. You got real barbed wire, and they getting cut up and just jacked up like.
And they were going in like they went for the last
like Finn and Cole was just like a great technical match, but there was no props or nothing with the Moxley and Omega, man. There was a lot of risk involved into it. You know what I'm saying?
It was a couple more stakes into it.
Yeah, it was like a little. You don't know what was gonna happen, but bro, it was a great match until that little thing. But the match was technically over, so I don't want to, harp on it too long.
I think what really pisses a lot of people off is once they seen the actual ending of a real exploding death match and they see how crazy it was, they was like, "That's what we got now." Oh no, I'm really pissed now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of those people. If I'm one of, I know it was a bunch more.
They pulled that off. Hey, that one winged angel on the chair at the end, bro, was nasty, bro. That was fire. That was fire.
I think I'm going to give my Wrestler of the Week to Adam Cole simply because of the storytelling that he did. The storytelling that he did this week with the Finn and then the Kyle thing and the whole ripping of the UE thing.
That was cold. That was so cold.
Turn your mic up.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go different from what y'all went. So
I'm not mad at that because even if you stem it from last week to this week, is really great, like storytelling. That's really like this is Mania season type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna be biased regardless. Adam Cole was definitely getting Wrestler of the Week. He was part of that Finn Balor match, which was fire. The UE breakup story is amazing. I get to see Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. I think this is the fourth match. Or no, it might be a trilogy. Yeah, this might be their trilogy to me. No, because I think it was ROH, New Japan. I think it was ROH again. No, it wasn't ROH again.
They had the one pre Bullet Club for Adam Cole. Then they had the one post when he was with Bullet Club. I think they had one on ROH and they had one at New Japan.
Yeah, ROH and New Japan. That was
that
two.
was 3.
Those are 2. And pre-build. Okay, you're right. 3
That's
matches.
what I said when Kyle was when Cole was a heel, but I think that was not Mount. What was it called? The
And I remember the match. This still until this day, personally, one of my favorite rivalry. Because I love the matches that came out of that rivalry. And I know what's about to happen on the takeover stage.
Adam Cole's promo he cut on Kyle O'Reilly, I think it was for Ring of Honor when he did like the storybook. Bruh, that was such a fire.
He needs to bring that back. He needs to.
That promo was so.
Because as much as I love UE, I am not gonna lie. Adam Cole needs his shine. People are forgetting what this man could do by himself. Like by himself.
I feel so bad for Roderick Strong, man. He needed this shit so bad because he worked so well in the faction.
You know what though? With him being by himself, bro, the way they had him in his match with Finn, bro, I think people gonna have a new respect for Roddy, bro.
And the cruiserweight, like not to push him back like that. He's a great person in the cruiserweight division. I love Roderick Strong.
Yeah, remember he had
Roderick Strong beat Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles in a triple threat match at Survivor Series.
It made it fire.
Yeah, it was.
That's what I'm saying. We always knew he can go. We always know Roderick Strong was fire. But I've been saying it since he got there. He is best at his best when he's a heel. He was best when he was with Mount Rushmore as Kevin.
Yep, absolutely.
ROH.
Turn your mic up.
And here now, like his babyface runs be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now if he does
they don't fit
with some edge now. If he goes on some like, you know what I'm saying, not tweener, but like I show y'all the meme. It's not showing. We always knew he could fuck some niggas up. So it's like,
bro, his move set. His move set screams heel. You can't be a baby face with Roderick Strong moveset. I'm sorry.
Like they put him
legit, he has a hill as moveset. You're doing backbreakers off of turnbuckles and backbreakers into like turnbuckle posts and like getting. He's getting so creative with backbreakers I've never seen. That
they put him over on his speed and his endurance, his strength, all of that such too. So it's like they can put him over as like how they do with like Scorpio Sky, where they talk about all of his like his athletic skills and such like that.
No, they tried, bro. He couldn't.
I know. I'm saying they tried, but that's like
the family. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The family man role. He couldn't even pull that off.
So that's what I'm saying. Remember? What else can really go off of, man? Like
Hill. You have to be Hill. You can go to
Broken Roddy. We get Broken Roddy.
Yeah, I want him to snap. Don't trust nobody, Roddy.
I like
sick
that.
Of this. Don't trust nobody.
He could kind of be like our new Ciampa to an extent. Like when Ciampa.
Yeah, like I want people to be like, yo, Roddy. Like I wanted to start off with somebody trying to like comfort Roddy. I'm like, no, I don't trust nobody. Like
get your damn hands off me.
Yeah, and backbreaker him. Like backbreaker, nigga. Like no.
Yeah,
don't talk to me too long. Backbreaker. Everybody get a backbreaker.
Yeah, everybody can't go babyface. Everybody can go babyface. That's cool.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Babyface is the hardest role to play.
Well, Kyle's babyface run is gonna be okay because he can joke.
His emotion, he can play like Daniel Bryan. Why Daniel Bryan, like most great baby faces, if you can show the emotion, that's what makes great baby faces. That you don't mind being baby face. The other people that just, pander to the fans, that's kind of annoying. I get sick of them. But the people that make the fans like lean towards them or believe them or get behind them, like Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston, shit like that. Kyle O'Reilly killed
it is a little bit harder to be a babyface than a heel because you think like there's a lot of people who like started off as a heel and that's what like got them. They're so good as heel that they eventually became baby faces. You know what I'm saying?
Roderick Strong is the perfect example of that. Roderick Strong is definitely like. I don't want to see Roddy. I seen you a heel so much, like the baby face don't fit, and then you come in off Undisputed Era. Like what? You in that fiction character?
Babyface Ron.
I gotta give Bayley credit on that, man. Bayley was such like the, you know what I'm saying, like the baby face. Her and Sami Zayn back when they was in NXT was such baby faces, like you couldn't even see them being a heel. And now they're such good heels. It's just like, dang, man, like you were like the ultimate baby face, and now you're like ultimate heels. Like you gotta give them
that game though. They had to learn that game through all the trials.
That's what separates Bailey. That's the one thing I will give Bailey over Sasha Banks in that regard. Like Sasha Banks is not really like, even when she is a baby face, it isn't like her character drastically changes. You know what I'm saying? With Bailey, it's like a completely different character, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
you had to go through Bailey, This Is Your Life to get to Ding Dong. Hello. You know what I'm saying? She had to go through that to get to there.
Babyface Sasha is trash. That's my hot take. I forgot about that.
I mean,
it's a lot of Sasha Banks.
Babyface? Well, she is babyface right now, but she's
no. I'm saying whenever she played, no, she's trying to turn heel. She I called it. She's going to be the one to turn heel in this rivalry.
I don't think she's turning heel. She's moving like I'm a superstar. She's moving like I'm moving as I'm the shit. That's what she's moving like, and I don't think is more so. The thing is like it come off as you take it. You know what I'm saying? If you take it as me, you know what I'm saying.
Bro, she's being extra like that. She's not the ha. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Bro, I know what you mean. I'm the shit. But that dumbass laugh is definitely letting you know.
Bro, you got to think about how she never did no.
Like what?
She told Bianca, "I'm the Michael Jordan of this."
Yeah, division. And you'll be right. She's turning heel.
That's the thing, though. We can say it's heel, but then again, we can say it's confidence also. You know what I'm saying?
No,
we got to remember this.
The ha, the evil laugh. Yeah, like that. And she did it so corny too.
Now I'm gonna keep it tall with you. I think that's how she naturally laughs, and I think it's nasty.
That's disgusting.
Guess what? I'm telling y'all now that they gonna flip the script on y'all, and Bianca gonna be the heel. And when they
I will love
come back to episode 19, it's gonna be.
Nah, you said. I think you said that last time. I think you said that last time. We was talking about her whipping her hair and all of that.
Can't help it, dog.
No, we was talking about that, and we kind of agree that would be a good idea because Bianca Belair moveset like Roderick Strong. Bianca Belair, she got certain stuff where she more known for. Like everybody want the hair whip.
It makes more sense for the stronger person to be the heel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she gorilla presses bitches.
She gorilla press it was like, yo, what's up? Bianca Belair, motherfuckers. Like,
so I ain't gonna lie, I like that. I can see Bianca Belair during the tag team match just snap and start beating Sasha with her ponytail. Fire. I'm locked in. I'm all for it. Just beat the fuck out of Banks with her hair. Like what the hell?
Somebody's definitely turning. Somebody's going to be the antagonist coming out of this. Coming out of this match.
Beat them both, bro. And then get so mad when she leaving, just beat Reginald for no reason.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I seen a nigga yesterday that looked like Somalia too, yo.
Sure, I gotta be right. Yo, man, I gotta get up off here, man. I'm about to eat some dinner, man. Y'all take it easy, boss.
Yeah, man, that was it. That was Wrestler of the Week.
10 o'clock on his side of town. It's midnight over here, bro.
It's 1:42 where I'm at. What are y'all talking about?
Same.
It's midnight.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, Ari and Scary Hours for real.
You already know what time it is as soon as this wrap up.
Because it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fun. Shout out to Dre. You can find him on Top Shelf TV and the whole FN show on Twitch. Shout out to Ari. You can sign out for them. Do your thing.
You already know what it is, man. Get your bars off podcast. You know what I'm saying? One half of the host, man. Shout out to my boy Los. In case you ain't know. So follow him at The Marketable One or at King Cap on Instagram and The Marketable One on Twitter. You can follow me at Ari Starks on everything. Follow Get Your Bars Off podcast on all social media sites. Well, Get Your Bars Off pod on social media sites and Get Your Bars Off podcast on streaming sites. You know what I'm saying? Support the brand, all of that such. Go be live. We have our shows drop on Saturdays and Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Follow that shit, man.
They working on Tribe.
And always ready. Good to be here, bro.
On Tribe. Gerard. I saved you for last because you got a list. You got a Chris Jericho WCW list with no arm bars on it. No arm bars on the list.
Let me pull out my phone so we can see all my. So yeah, we got armbar part 2. I'm just playing. So y'all can follow me at Can I Get Verified on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow the podcast Conversations at the Shop on Facebook and YouTube. We on all streaming platforms: Amazon, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast, Apple Podcasts. Like, we everywhere. Divorce Besties is coming once again. I have moved to Dallas, so we are now in the same city. Podcast will be easier. Divorce Besties is coming.
Healthy Toxic
so
Gang.
Y'all be on the lookout for that. Fight night with my boy Malik and Corey. And Conversations at the Shop on Saturdays. Fight Lights on Thursdays. We here, bro. We are here.
We are
I think that's everything.
Yeah, I guess. And you can find him on OWE Booking.
OWE Booking. Definitely.
Find OWE Booking. Chapter 1. And just going to quick detail about OWE Booking, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not all wrestling. The second half, the format will be slowly switching. The second half still will be OTR, though. We still will be fantasy booking that. But the first half, when I don't have the wrestling, what we will be doing is we will be fantasy booking everything. If you know any seasons that you need that extra season that you didn't get, or that last episode that didn't work out, comment, let me know. We booking shows, albums, maybe something that didn't happen. This is OWE Booking. This is a fantasy writing. It's involving. But the second half, yes, the second half of the show, I will keep OTR. But to add more for everybody, we will. I'm gonna find shows. Just inbox me, leave comments of your shows that extra season you didn't get. It will be created. OWE Booking, but this is OWE Wrestling. This was episode 19. You can find me on Fresh and Frost everything. I'm on all platforms. Well, I ain't as much as him. I gotta catch up. He's like 5 ahead of me. Don't make no damn sense. But anyway, ain't no hate, is all love and on Tribe. Congratulations to everybody. Yeah. Right. My people gonna call your people. My people gonna call your people. You see how they do me? Yeah, you see how we do me. Yo, people, y'all be safe. Love, peace, soul. Yeah, outro like the Soul Train. And forever, relax.
Swirling mass.
Yeah.
Gray, black and white.
Turn my mic up. Turn our mother loving mic up.
No,
what is she to pretend to anybody that's coming in ring?
Hunger Games up in my head. Gotta get the dough, babies need.
Gotta go and sit.
The facts.
Virgil. All right.